Hello, hello. Well, greetings, everybody. Greetings. Oh, my. Good morning, Randall. Good morning, SML. Good morning, Mama Jenny. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, man. Good morning, Sylvia. Good morning. How about it, Mama Jenny? Like the live. Thank you, Mama Jenny. Man, thank you. All those likes help us. Man, Boss Lady, good morning. Man, good to see you. Good morning, Dustin. Good morning, Richard. Good morning. Good morning, all. Good morning. Man, good to see all you guys. Man, good to see you guys over here on the YouTube live. Good morning to you guys. Man, good morning. Yeah, I'm getting high tech. You guys on TikTok. I've started doing 2 platforms. I got TikTok going on my phone and YouTube going on my computer. Oh my gosh. Yep. Good morning. Man, it's good to see all you boys and girls. I'm excited to be here with you. Good morning. Stephen Reese. Good morning. Yeah, man. Good morning. Hollywood. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Hollywood. That reminds me of that Pretty Lady movie where the guy screamed out, Hollywood. Anyway, good morning. That had nothing to do with anything, but I said it. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Man, it is good to have all you guys on this morning. I'm glad you're here with me. Good to see all y'all. Man, good morning. Oh, good morning. Rosie, good morning. Man, good morning to you. Yep. Good morning. Vito, good morning. Oh, good morning. Oh my gosh. Maria, good morning. Troy, good morning. Elena, good morning. Dawn, good morning. Man, good morning, all you guys. Man, good morning. Oh my gosh, I got something. I don't know. Well, good morning, everybody. Let's get going here. I am Presley Swagerty. I am, my gosh, the guy that started this stuff a year and a half ago. Started doing a podcast channel a year and a half ago. It's Residual Earners. Everything we do is Residual Earners. I want you to make residual income. That's why we call it Residual Earners. I want you to be a success. I want you to make residual income. In other words, I want you to make money when you're eating and sleeping and laying on the beach and shopping and golfing and doing anything you want to do. I want you guys to make some money. So I'm excited about that. Man, for you guys that don't know me, I grew up in South Dallas in the ghettos. Literally the ghettos. I'm not embellishing that. I had no dad in my life. He was abusive, ran off when I was 9. Saw him probably 4 or 5 times the rest of his life. And then, I got into sports, thank the Lord. That was a God deal because before that I was running with a bad crowd, but I got into sports. I liked sports. I was a decent athlete, and I just got into it, and it kind of saved me because I got to going down the right path, at least running with the right crowd. Not saying I lived a perfect life, but I was better than my ghetto buddies, and that got me through. Sports actually got me through, and when I finished school, I decided I wanted to be a coach because that was one of the few positives in my life. Now, my mama was a big positive. She's the biggest influence I've had in my entire life. She was a godly lady, and man, my mama was amazing. But anyway, she didn't know how to make money, but she was an amazing lady. Anyway, from there, I got my degree. I went, and by the way, I had to work myself through college. She worked in a sewing factory. We had no money, but I got some grants and work and made it through college. And I started coaching basketball at Lakeview High School in Garland. That was Garland is a suburb of Dallas, a little bit east of town. And I coached there for 16 years. I was the head basketball coach. I sponsored the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I taught algebra, man, loved it, did it with a passion. I loved coaching. But if you know any public educators, you realize I didn't make much money. And it was one of those things where I just finally decided I got to make some money in my life. So I made a decision to change my life. Didn't know what I was going to do, but made a decision. A couple of days later, it came to me that I should go talk to a successful cousin of mine. So I went and talked to Manny. Have I ever been poor, Elena? Yeah, I guess you're hearing it now. But yeah, I grew up dirt poor. I was in my 40s before I ever made any money, guys. In my 40s. I was dead broke, facing bankruptcy and foreclosure when I was 40 years old. So yeah, no, I didn't grow up with money. I grew up dirt poor in the ghettos. But anyway, I made a decision that I wanted to change my life. I went to a cousin of mine named Manny, who's successful, and said, I want to be like you, Manny. What do I need to do? And Manny looked at me and said, Presley, if you want more, you got to become more. He said, you don't chase success. You attract success by the person you become. And that was a game changer for me. I started growing as a person. And, you know, guys, I believe if you'll make a decision today to change your life, I believe things will start happening to help you accomplish that. It's that simple. I believe things will come to you. You know, I made the decision. I went and talked to Manny. And then, you know, just not long after that, my old high school coach, a guy named J.D. Mayo, who I love and adore. I knew Coach was making money in network marketing. So he came and said, hey, I'd like to show you what I do. And he said, I know you need to make a little money. And I said, sure, Coach. So I went to an IHOP and had breakfast with him. And he showed me what he was doing. Never in my life did I think I'd get involved in network marketing. That just wasn't part of the plan for me. Wasn't on the radar at all. But it was Coach, and I looked, and I decided, shoot, I'll give this a shot. I could start a business for $299, and I could scratch up $299. So I started my business. You know. Again, just basically seeing what I could do. Well, my gosh, guys, it exploded. I became the number one earner in the company. And literally for 22 years, I've remained the number one earner in the company. To this day, I'm still the number one earner in the company. And it all came from Coach Mayo, who showed me this business 22 years ago. And from there, we bought one car dealership. We scaled it up to 7 car dealerships. We had have a printed circuit board company, a logistics company, auto transport company. We do real estate. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. So, you know, I don't even know if I could spell entrepreneur, but I'm one of them, you know. So that's my story. I know some of you guys are asking about network marketing. I don't pitch anything on my lives. So if you want to hear about that, direct message me and just say, Presley, how do you make money with network marketing? And I'm happy to do it offline. I just made a commitment to myself. I would never pitch stuff on my lives. So anyway, that's the story there. What else? We started the Residual Earners. It was actually my son's idea. He said, you know, Dad, let's do a podcast. So, you know, Jordan played baseball. He was a great baseball player. He was National Player of the Year, went to Arizona State where he was an All-American, and then he played 6 years for the St. Louis Cardinals before he blew his arm out. But Jordan Swagerty was my son, and Jordan came to me and said, Dad, let's do a podcast. And I said, dude, I got plenty on my plate. I don't need to do a podcast. And he said, come on, it'll be fun. We'll do it together. So we started a podcast a year and a half ago, and it's called, again, Residual Earners. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. You can just go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. It'll pull up our podcast channel. We got lots of good stuff on there for you. And then about a year ago, he said, you need to do a live. And I'm going, you're nutso, man. I can't sit there and talk for a couple of hours. And he said, no, Dad, people love to hear you talk. Come on, do it. And so, my gosh, here we go. I started a live, and he did it with me for a few days, and then it turned into my project. But anyway, I love doing it. I love getting on here. I get a lot of comments back where it's helped people, and, you know, that's why I do it. But I started the live, and my gosh, the live has exploded on TikTok. We've got, my gosh, 275,000 followers, which just boggles my mind. And on YouTube, we got about 28,000 subscribers. And, you know, it's been phenomenal. I mean, better than I ever anticipated. So anyway, we started that. And then, guys, about 3 months ago, we started a university. And if you haven't checked that out, you need to, residualearnersuniversity.com. residualearnersuniversity.com. And if you'll go check that out, guys, I think you'll want to be part of that community. If you're wanting to change your life, that's the place to be. We've got content in there. My gosh, we got courses, my blueprint for success, how I went from nothing to millionaire, step by step. It's in modules. You just go through it and work your way through it. It's got how to handle your finances, how to write goals, everything that you'd want to know in there is in there. We've got community where we bring experts in and talk to you every week, at least 2 a week. We bring experts in to talk to you about real estate and insurance and social media and wealth management. And we bring all that stuff into you guys so that you get that and you can learn how to handle your finances and how to make money in real estate, and how to make money in insurance, and how to make money. That's what we do. We bring those experts in. And by the way, we record those Zooms, and then they're in our video library. So you can go back and look at anything you want to there. And then we've got the connections. We've got over 600 people in our university, guys, and you get to connect with all of them, and it's business people and winners. And we got everything from stay-at-home moms to presidents of companies. We got it all in there. So come join us. We would love to have you. residualearnersuniversity.com. And by the way, anybody that joins today, I'll throw in my book, Be, Do, and Have More. That's another story. I never thought I'd get involved in network marketing. I also never thought I would write a book because, guys, I hated English. Let's get real. I'm a math guy. I taught algebra. My college degree is in history and minors in math, and I love numbers. English, I could barely spell cat, and I wasn't good at grammar, but it's amazing. I wrote Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. Guys, believe it or not, I really am one of the top network marketers in the entire world. I've made about $45 million doing network marketing. Is that not mind-boggling? So I wrote a book, How to Win with Network Marketing, Millionaire by Halftime. Can you all see the coaching influence there? Anyway, and then I wrote Be, Do, and Have More. And that is just a success book. So if you'll join our university today, residualearnersuniversity.com, I will throw in a book, my audio version of it for free to you. And I think you'll really like that as well. I'm actually working on a couple of more books, and I'm going to go over notes today. For you guys that listen to me all the time, I talk about choose your hard, but choose wisely. I have started, and I've got a few notes on it, and I'm going to cover that today with you guys and see what y'all think about that. But anyway, there you go. My life's history. And also for you guys that watch me every day, I usually get just a throwaway cup for my coffee. And I thought, it gets cold so fast. So I dug this out of the cabinet, and I thought, maybe my coffee will stay hot longer. So I'm getting smarter as I go, huh? You can get smart in your old age. Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Do I have a morning routine? Brittany wants to know. Absolutely, Brittany. My morning routine is this. I'm an early riser. I get up usually 5 o'clock. I usually, like this morning, I was awake before the alarm ever went off. I get up, I stumble to the Keurig machine and get me a cup of coffee. I come in here to my desk, and this is my office where I'm sitting right now. I come in here to my desk, and I sit down, and I try to do 4 things every day. I've got a habit of doing these. And number 1, I read a couple of chapters out of the Bible. Number 2, I pray. There's a chair right here beside me, and I get on my knees right there and pray. Number 3, I read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. And number 4, I watch me a personal growth giant every day on YouTube. Zig Ziglar, Stephen Covey, Les Brown, Joyce Myers, Tony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, Simon Sinek, Ed Mylett, Dan Martell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Art Williams, Alex Hermosi, Mel Robbins, Myron Golden. I watch one of those. Today, I actually watched Mr. Beast. I've never watched him a whole lot, so I watched Mr. Beast today, if that's not crazy. But anyway, I do that every day. So Bible, prayer, 10 pages out of a business book or personal growth book, and I watch me a personal growth giant every day. And, people all the time say, well, Presley, how do you fit that in your schedule? I get up a little bit early. Get your butt out of bed and do something that'll change your life. Let's get real here. If you want to change your life, it ain't going to happen in you hugging that pillow. So, if you want more, you got to become more. So I work on becoming more myself. Do I think I've arrived? Heck no. I ain't arrived. I've been blessed to make money and all that, but I'm still going, man. Chris, man, welcome. Chris just joined our university, man. Guys, if you haven't done that, do that now. Residualearnersuniversity.com. If you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to get in with a bunch of successful people and learn how to change your life, I'm telling you, join our university, Residualearnersuniversity.com. By the way, if you hear a little chirping in the background, y'all ever, it's like in the middle of the night is when the battery in the smoke alarm goes out. Have y'all noticed that? And now I got a chirping. I got to get my guy in here when he gets here today and get him up there and change that. But if you hear a little chirping every once in a while, it's the smoke alarm with the battery going out. Anyway, what else? That's it. I guess, what I'll do is, again, I want to test my book on you. So I'm going to, it's choose your hard, but choose wisely. I'm going to go over my success starter kit that I do just about every day because I think this is the foundation for success. And then from there, I'm going to go over my book. Is that fair enough with you guys? So I'll do my success starter kit. And for you guys that can't stick around, and if you're new, I'm challenging you to do this success starter kit. It's what I do. I still do this every day. It's daily for me. And you'll see that it'll change your life. I guarantee you, if you'll do these 5 little steps, and they're all doable, there's nothing hard or expensive in it. So you can do these 5 steps, and I guarantee you it'll change your life. Oh, man, love my coffee. I'm a coffee guy in the morning. Anyway, let's get this going. Here we go. I talk every day about, the foundation for what I do is my success starter kit. There's 5 steps. The first 2 steps are about where you're going, your direction. The last 3 steps are growing as a person. So it's direction first. We got to know where we're going, and then we've got to grow as a person, because you don't chase success, you attract success by the person you become. So here we go. Let's go over this. All right. So my success starter kit works this way. Number 1, we got to know where we're going, and you need to understand that the masses out there do not know where they're going. Does everybody understand that? The masses don't have a clue where they're going. 90+% of the people just live life and hope it turns out all right. There's actually a book out there that's called Hope, Not a Good Financial Strategy. Do you understand that? Hope, not a good financial strategy. Guys, there's nothing good that's going to come out of just hoping you turn out all right. Doesn't work that way. Nobody accidentally wins in life. Have you figured that out? Nobody accidentally wins in life. You got to make things happen. It's not going to accidentally happen. And, so many people just kind of keep hoping it's going to turn out all right. See, here's the deal. Life does not give us what we want. Life gives us what we're willing to work for, what we're willing to fight for. That's what life gives us. So what we want to do is figure out what we want and passionately go after it. And if we will do that, good things are going to happen, guys. If we will passionately go after it, good things will happen. So let's figure out where we want to go. The first thing, number 1 on my success starter kit, there's only 5 steps. Number 1 is do a vision board. And for you guys that listen to me on a regular basis, you've heard this a million times, but I'm telling you what, it's the foundation for everything I do. I'm telling you right now, do I have a vision for what I want my life to look like? Yes. I do everything that I tell you guys to do. I teach my kids to it. I was just up in Calgary. I live in right outside of Dallas in Heath, Texas, but I was up in Calgary visiting my son and his family and the grandkids. And Jordan's got a fancy vision board. I mean, I teach my kids this. This is not just lip service I give you guys. I do it. I teach my kids to do it. When my grandkids get a little older, I'll teach my grandkids to do it. I'm telling you, it works. It works. Flat out, it works. There's not many things I can guarantee in life. I can guarantee we're going to all die. I can guarantee that we're going to all pay taxes. And I can guarantee that if you'll do my 5-step success starter kit, it'll start changing your life. It will start changing your life. I guarantee that. So we need a vision board. And you go, well, Presley, what is a vision board? Guys, it's simple. Go to a computer that has a printer and print off a picture of the car you want to drive. What car do you want to drive? I mean, want to, your dream car, in other words. What house do you want to live in? Go to a real estate site. Pick what house you want to live in. And I guarantee you on a real estate site, when you see the one that is you, it'll grab you. So go to that real estate site, scroll through those properties, and when you hit the one that just grabs you, print off a picture of it. Let's set it down there with our car. And then how about a vacation? If you ask me where I want to go on vacation, I'd probably say St. Thomas and the Virgin Islands. I love Magens Bay. I love Morningstar Beach. Man, to me, it's just phenomenal there. I'd print off a picture of that. But anyway, whatever your vacation is that would be your ideal spot, print off a picture. Let's put it in that stack. How about if you're into boats, man, you dream boat. Print off a picture of your dream boat and put it in that stack. How about a plane? Print off a picture of the plane you want. Guys, we got to think big. Does everybody understand this? I sold my twin engine. I want to get something bigger. I want to get a bigger plane. I mean, I'm into planes. I mean, come on, we can all do this. Does everybody understand that? We can do this. We can make this happen. But understand, this is the only life you and I got. And if this is the only life we got, if it's not a dress rehearsal and it's not a do-over, and it's not, by the way, then we got to be shooting for the stars right now. We got to be thinking big in our life. Why wouldn't we be thinking big? You tell me, why would we not be thinking big? I mean, let's get real with ourselves. If I aim at nothing, I'm going to hit nothing. I got to be aiming at something. And if I'm going to aim at something, we might as well go for the stars, huh? We might as well shoot for the stars. If I miss the stars, I'll at least land on the moon. I mean, come on, baby. Let's start thinking bigger. Let's understand that you're created in the image of the God that spoke the universe into existence. Yep, you are. You're created in the image of the God that spoke the universe into existence. You got greatness inside you. You got untapped potential inside you. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to, baby. I'm telling you right now. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. So let's get us a vision board. We've got our car, we got our house, we got the vacation, we got our boat, we got the plane. Maybe you want a second home. Maybe it's a lake house. Maybe it's a cabin in the mountains. Print off a picture of that. Set it right there. Maybe you want to give to your church. Great. Print off a picture of your church. Set it right there. Maybe you want to do something for your kids. Get a picture of your kids. You probably don't have to print that off and set it right there. Maybe you want some jewelry. Maybe, especially you ladies, maybe you're into jewelry, man. Print off a picture of the piece of jewelry you're really wanting and set it right there. Let's get some pictures of what we want our life to look like. Just simple, print it off the computer, off the internet, nothing fancy. We can all do this, guys. And then get you some tape, and somewhere in your house, we're going to make a collage of those pictures. So now I got a picture of the car I want to drive, the house I want to live in, the vacations I want to take, all the stuff I want in my life. I've got a picture of it because now, man, good morning, T-Mac. Good morning. Thanks for the universe. Man, all those gifts help our algorithms, guys. Thank you. But anyway, now I've got a vision board of what I want my life to look like. My brain now knows what I want my life to look like. And I'm telling you right now, when I focus on stuff, the law of attraction kicks in, our subconscious starts helping us, and good things will start happening in your life. But you got to know where you're going. So number one, do you a vision board. Number two, write your goals down. You know, I'm hoping right now that I'm talking to 170 people right now over there, and I'm talking to a bunch of people over here on YouTube. I'm hoping, guys, that you all have goals written down. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Julia, good morning over here. Watching from the Philippines. I love it, Julia. Anyway, I'm hoping that you guys have goals written down. Do you realize only 3% of the population has written goals? 3%. Let me say that again. Only 3% of the population has written goals, huh? Oh, my. You know, for you guys that watch me, you know, I usually use a disposable cup. And, you know, I finally got smart this morning, and I thought, you know, my coffee gets cold. So I put it in this thermal cup, and now my coffee's staying hot. You know, you can teach an old dog new tricks. Anyway, write your goals down. Only 3% of the population has written goals. And do you realize, get this, this should motivate you. The 3% that have written goals make on average 10 times what everybody else makes. Let me say that again. The 3% that have written goals make 10 times on average more than everybody else. I mean, it's crazy. A 10x factor by just having written goals. And if you think about it, it makes sense, because if I've got written goals and I focus on them, I accomplish things in my life. If I just let the wind blow me around, guys, I mean, I don't accomplish anything. I mean, it's just, I just live day by day by day, and every day looks like the next day, and it's Groundhog's Day every day. And I get up and I go to a job I hate, and I come home and I plop down in the easy chair and I watch TV for 4 or 5 hours, and I go to bed and I get up and I go to the job I hate, and I come home and I plop down in the easy chair and I watch TV for 4 or 5 hours. And no, man, no, we got to get out of that rut, baby. Because I'm guaranteeing you, most of you guys are like me. You got trapped into leading a life you never intended to live. Let's be honest. Think about it. You got trapped into leading a life you never intended to live. I did. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I did. I was the head coach at Lakeview High School, head basketball coach. I had a bachelor's degree, a master's degree. And at 40 years old, I couldn't pay my bills because teachers don't make much money. And I mean, I am sitting there facing bankruptcy and foreclosure. And I got trapped into leading a life I never intended to live. I tell you what, we can get out of it, though. That's the exciting part, and that's what this Success Starter Kit will help you do. And we need to do a vision board. We need to write our goals down. And, you know, guys, everybody, all of us, we got almost 200 people on here now. All of us should start with debt-free. We all need to get out of debt, baby. I'm telling you right now, get your butt out of debt. Get focused on getting out of debt. Because if you get out of debt, think about it. If you get rid of all those bills, what do you have? You got cash. And if you got cash, guess what you can do? You can start saving money. You can start investing money. You can start saving up and buying a piece of real estate. You can start saving up and start that business you've been thinking about. Guys, we got to get our butt out of debt. Everybody on their goals list should be debt-free. Debt-free. I'm telling you, debt-free. I remember when I paid everything off, the feeling I had. I'm telling you what, it was an amazing feeling. Just emotionally, it was an amazing feeling. Good morning, Michael. Thanks for the lightning bolt. Come on, guys. So write your goals down. Maybe the next one's starting a business. Okay, let's say September 1st, we're starting the business we've been thinking about. How about losing that 40 pounds we've been thinking about losing? Quit thinking about it. Let's do it. How about I want some rental properties? Okay, say 5 rental properties. What about I want $1 million in my investment account. I want to make 20 grand a month net off my business. I want to, whatever your goals are, let's write them down. Now, when we get up in the morning, now I've got a vision board. I know what I want my life to look like. I got my goals, and now I can go for it. Every day I should be waking up with purpose and passion, and I should be going for the life I want. But we can't do that if we don't know where we're going. We can't do that if we don't have a vision of what we want our life to look like. We can't do that if we don't have goals that we're working towards every day, because, see, the goals are the stepping stones to your vision board. See, every day, twice a day I do this. I look at my vision board and I read my goals. I do it in the morning. I do it at night. I look at my vision board. I read my goals. I know what I want, and now it keeps me focused on what I'm accomplishing with my life. Guys, I'm telling you what, if you will get a vision for what you want your life to look like, and if you'll write your goals down, and every day you get up with purpose and passion and excitement about accomplishing those goals, watch what you can do. Watch what you can do. You can accomplish anything. And, you know, a lot of you guys, you're going to sit there and go, oh, that Presley, he's a nut, vision board and goals and all that sort of stuff. Okay. I tell you what, I may be a nut, but I'm a rich nut, and it's fun being a rich nut. And I highly suggest you come join the Rich Nut Club with me. You know, the other thing, I don't really take you calling me a nut as a downer. I take it as a compliment, because understand this, I don't want to be like everybody else. Do you? I mean, really? Residual earners, we don't want to be like everybody else. Because the masses are going nowhere. Call me anything but average and ordinary. I do not want to be average and ordinary. Don't want to be average and ordinary. I don't want to drive an average and ordinary car. I don't want to live in an average and ordinary house. I don't want to go on average and ordinary vacations. I don't want to do anything average and ordinary. I'd rather choke on greatness than nibble on mediocrity any day of the week. I'm telling you right now, I'd rather choke on greatness than nibble on mediocrity any day of the week. We've only got this one life to live. Why would we not be going for it, guys? Let's get real. The other thing, and this is probably the more important thing, why would we not want to show our kids and grandkids that somebody with our last name can do something big? Think that through. Why would we not be showing our grandkids that somebody with our last name that we can do something big? Why would we not be showing our kids? Why would we not be showing our nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends that we can do something big? I mean, guys, we need to be setting the example for everybody else out there, and let them know that if they will just get focused on something, they can accomplish great and mighty things with their life. But let's start with the vision board. Then let's write our goals down. So 1 is vision board, 2 is goals. Number 3, there's only 5 steps. Hang with me. This is my success starter kit that I guarantee. I don't care where you are in life. If you'll do this, it'll start changing your life for the better. I'm telling you right now. And I'm not talking about people that are just barely getting by. I'm talking about if you're middle of the road. I had a guy the other day say, okay, Presley, I'm comfortable. I fly first class and I this and I that. And I go, okay, if you fly first class, great. Let's get you a plane now. Let's keep thinking bigger. I mean, I don't care where you are on that socioeconomic scale. Let's keep thinking bigger. Let's think bigger. I mean, let's go for it, baby. I mean, this is the only life you and I got. Why would we not be going for it? Why would we be settling for mediocrity? No, baby, residual earners don't do that. And by the way, if you're on here and you haven't gone to check our university out, do it now. We do our lives. We've got a podcast channel, and we started a university about 3 months ago. Go check it out, residualearnersuniversity.com. Join us in there, baby. And anybody that joins today, I will send you my Be, Do, and Have More book. I will send it. And I'm telling you, it's a book, baby. I'm telling you, I'll send you the audio version. And it's a success book, free. If you're thinking about joining, do it today. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Or if you're on TikTok, not you guys on YouTube, but on TikTok, it's in our link. It's on our profile page up at the top. Just click on that. But come on, if you're wanting to change your life, you got to get with some people that are going somewhere. I'm telling you right now, who you run with is going to be the key. If you're running with winners, you're going to be a winner. If you're running with losers, you're going to be a loser. Fact. I'm telling you right now. And when I say loser, I don't mean necessarily bad people. I'm just saying they're not going anywhere with their life. I got my whole family is blue collar rednecks for the most part. Good folks, good hearts, but they're just not going anywhere, and I can't move them. And I've tried to move them, baby. I mean, I want them to be a success, but I can't get them to do anything. It is what it is, But do I love them? Sure do. Do I talk to them occasionally? Sure do. Do I hug their neck at family reunions? Sure do. Do I spend all my time with them? Nope, because I can't. They're not going anywhere. I got to run with people that are going somewhere. And I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, number 1, vision board. Number 2, goals. Number 3. With number 3, we start growing as a person. Number 3, if you want more, you got to become more. Number 3 is you don't chase success. You attract success by the person you become. This is a big one, guys, right here. So number 3, start reading just 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Just 10 pages. 10 pages. And you go, well, Presley, 10 pages is not going to change my life. You're right. But I said every day. If I do 10 pages a day for a week, I've read 70 pages. I've read a chunk out of a good book. In 1 week, I've read a chunk out of a good book, huh? Well, what about if I do that for a month, Presley? Well, that's 30 times 10. That's 300 pages. You've read a book and a half. I'm guessing some of you guys haven't read a book and a half in the last 2 or 3 years, huh? You can do it in a month just by reading 10 pages, just by doing that little bit every day. Just a little bit every day. Watch how it compounds, and in a month, you've read a book and a half. Well, all right, Presley, what if I keep doing that for a year? Well, let's think that one through. 365 times 10, that's 3,650 pages. You have read 15 to 20 good books. You have read 15 to 20 good books. Is that, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you will simply get up and read you 10 pages every day, just 10 pages, and we could all do that. What, 10 or 15 minutes of our life? Come on, baby, let's get real. We can do that. 10 pages every day, and I do it for a year, 3,650 pages. I've read 15 to 20 good books. You're not the same person. Let me tell you right now, let me read my lips on this. You're not the same person. And all you got to do is that much every day. Just get your lazy butt out of bed a few minutes early and read you 10 pages out of a good book, a business book or a personal growth book. Not a novel, not a sci-fi book, not that stuff. I'm telling you, read that much every day out of a good business book or personal growth book, 10 pages. And if you do that, watch what happens, how it compounds out over a year, and you've read 15 to 20 books, and your old brain in a year on the 12th of 12th of June of 2026, I'm telling you, your old brain ain't going to be the same brain. You're not going to be the same person because, guys, it's our thoughts that create our actions, and our actions are what create our circumstances. So if I want to change my circumstances in life, I got to change my actions. If I want to change my actions, it all starts by changing this. So if I read those 10 pages every day, and in a year I've read 15 to 20 good books, I'm telling you, baby, you ain't the same person. Not the same person. And I'm talking about books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, Cash Flow Quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie. The Magic of Thinking Big, David Schwartz. Let's see, The Power of One More by Ed Mylett. The Atomic Habits by James Clear. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Who else? Good to Great by Jim Collins. Built to Last by Jim Collins. Those are 2 great business books. How about The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clayson? You know, I could go on and on and on and on, baby. But think about it. If you're reading 10 pages a day and you're reading out of books like I just named off for you, and in a year you've read 15 to 20 of those books, you're not the same person. You got ideas on how to change your life. You got ideas on how to make money. You got ideas on businesses you can start. You got ideas. But again, it's going to take you having some self-discipline to start reading the 10 pages a day. Even though it's only 10 or 15 minutes, baby, here's the deal. When something's easy to do, and that's easy to do, let's get real. That's easy to do. Read 10 pages a day, that's easy. But if something's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. And that's where it gets us. I'm telling you right now, you got to make it a habit. Like I was telling, I think it was Brittany that asked me earlier what my morning routine is. I get up out of bed early. I get my coffee. I come sit at my desk. I read a couple of chapters out of the Bible. I pray. I read my 10 pages out of a business book or personal growth book. And I watch a personal growth giant on YouTube. I do that every day. It's like clockwork, baby. I don't have to think about it anymore. Do you realize if you do something for 21 days in a row, it'll become a habit? And once it becomes a habit, do you realize you don't have to think about it anymore? When I get out of bed in the morning, I don't think, well, am I going to read today? Am I going to watch my personal growth giant today? No, I don't even think about it. I get my coffee, I read the Bible, I pray, I read my 10 pages, and I watch my personal growth giant every day. It's like clockwork, baby. And every day, man, I get my mind right before the day ever starts because I'm up early and I'm putting that good stuff in my brain. You know, you go, well, I like to sleep. Okay, you keep sleeping and you're going to keep not making any money. You're going to keep not changing your life. You're not going to do it. I'm telling you. I'm not saying get up 4 hours early. I'm saying get up a few minutes earlier and read a little bit. Come on, baby. Let's get real. All the stuff I'm talking about is so easy. Vision board. Think about that. You go to a computer that has a printer and you print off 5, 6, 7 pictures. What does that take you? 20 minutes maybe? Get you some tape, make you a little collage. Maybe that's another 10 minutes, 30 minutes. You got a vision board. This isn't hard. Doesn't cost a lot of money. It ain't hard. I mean, some ink on your printer. And then write your goals down. How about that? Write your goals down. What do you think? That take 30 minutes to write you 5 to 10 goals? You don't want more than 10 goals, guys, because you got to focus on them. But write down 5 to 10 goals. That doesn't take any time. Let's get real. So we can know our direction in life. We can have a vision board. We can write our goals down if we'll just take a few minutes and do it. And then we start reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. And in a year, we've read 15 to 20 books and we're not the same person. Oh my gosh. Number 4, there's only 5 of them. Number 4, watch a personal growth giant every day. Watch a personal growth giant every day. Every day. Every day. Go to YouTube and watch a personal growth giant every day. Today, and he's not on my list usually, but I watched Mr. Beast today. If y'all have heard of him. So I watched Mr. Beast. He's not usually the one of them I listen to, but I just thought I'd check him out. But every day I watch a personal growth giant, somebody that's accomplished something, somebody that's done something. My favorites are Zig Ziglar, Stephen Covey, Les Brown, Joyce Myers, Tony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, Simon Sinek, Ed Mylett, Dan Martell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Art Williams, Alex Hermosi, Mel Robbins, Myron Golden. I mean, there's 15 of them for you right there. I mean, just go to YouTube and type in one of those names, or just type in personal growth giants, or type in success talks or something like that. It'll pull it up, and every day just watch one. So here's the deal. I'm going to read me 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, and I'm going to watch me one personal growth giant every day. Some of them are 10 minutes, some of them are 20 minutes, some of them are 30 minutes. I mean, let's say you can read your 10 pages and watch your personal growth giant in 30 minutes, give or take. All right. How do I do that, Presley? You get your butt out of bed 30 minutes early and you read you 10 pages and watch you a personal growth giant and watch how your thinking starts changing. Watch how your life starts changing. Watch how your days get better because you start yourself off with some positivity and you start, it starts getting your mind thinking the right direction. Because guys, do we all understand? Successful people think one way, unsuccessful people think another way. It's a fact, baby. And I was unsuccessful for 40 years. When I was 40 years old, I was facing bankruptcy and foreclosure. So I understand both sides of this coin. I grew up in the ghettos. I taught school for 16 years, and I was broke. I understand that side of the coin. Now, I've been blessed to make money the last 20 some odd years, so I know that side of the coin. Successful people think different than unsuccessful people. Successful people are thinking about how to get out of debt. Successful people are thinking about how to save money. Successful people are thinking about how to invest money and get some money in a mutual fund. Successful people are thinking about saving up and buying a piece of real estate. Successful people are thinking about saving up and starting a business. Successful people are thinking about how can I get my money making money. That's what I want to get you to start thinking is how can I get my money making money? Unsuccessful people, they're not worried about debt. All they're worried about is what else can I buy? How can I spend? It's just buy, spend, debt up to here, and every penny I make, I'm having to pay bills. No, baby, that ain't the way to do it. I'm telling you again, if you're wanting to be a success, you got to start thinking like successful people. And you start thinking about getting out of debt. You start thinking about saving money. You start thinking about investing money. You start thinking about saving up and buying some real estate. You start thinking about saving up and starting that business. You start thinking about how can I get my money making money? How can I get my money having babies? That's what you and I got to be thinking about, guys. And we can do it. Do you realize, let me ask you this. Do you realize if you just put $250 a month in a mutual fund, mutual funds are going to return usually somewhere between 8 and 12%. If you put $250 a month into a man, thanks for the gifts, guys. Y'all are rocking this morning. Man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The hat and the mustache and all that. Do you realize if you put $250 in a mutual fund and you're 30 years old and you did that for every month until you retired, do you realize you'd have about $2 million in there? Yeah, I said 2 million. You'd retire a millionaire just by putting $250 a month. Do you start seeing how if I start throwing money in a mutual fund and I'm 30 years old and I just kept doing it, $250 a month, just kept throwing it in there. It ain't fun in the beginning. It's not real exciting in the beginning, but as it starts building and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm getting close to retirement age, and I look in there and I've got $2 million in there. That's exciting, guys. But you got to start thinking that way. I mean, come on. How about thinking about, man, you find you a rental property and you've saved up a little money and you go buy that rental property and now you put a renter in there and now that renter starts paying you rent and you take that money that the renter pays you and you pay your payment on that property and that property is appreciating in value. You're paying your principal down and in 5, 6, 7 years, man, you got a house that's worth $100,000 more than what you paid for it. And you say, well, Presley, you just said debt. Yeah, I believe debt's okay if somebody else pays it for you. I'm not into consumer debt, credit card debt, card debt. I'm not into those kind of debts. But if I've got a rental property that somebody's paying me rent on and I take that money and make my payment, then I'm okay with some debt that way. I'm not okay with debt the other way, huh? Come on. Let's figure this out, baby. Come on, let's do something with our life. You know, successful people are thinking about saving up money and they're starting that business. They're doing something. I mean, come on, baby. We got to start thinking like successful people. Residual earners, let's go, baby. Come on, let's start thinking like successful people, huh? Oh, man. All right, let's finish up our 5-step success starter kit here real quick. Vision board. We're going to print off some pictures of the car we want, the house, the boat, the plane, the vacation, the jewelry, the second home, the church, the kids. We're going to print off pictures of what we want our ideal life to look like, just off the internet somewhere on a computer, nothing fancy. Get some tape, make you a collage somewhere in your house, and look at it every day. So now I know what I want my life to look like. That's the life I want. Now my brain knows what I'm trying to accomplish. The law of attraction starts helping me. And then number 2, I'm going to write my goals down. What do I want to get accomplished between now and the end of the year? We got about 7 months left. What do I want to do in these next 7 months? I'm going to write my goals down. Top of the list should be debt-free. Huh? Come on, baby. Debt-free. Maybe next it's, I want to start a business by September 1st. Next one, I want to lose 30 pounds. Next one, I want my business to net me 10 grand a month or 20 grand a month or whatever the number is you're wanting. The next one could be, I want 5 rent houses. The next one could be, just write some goals down so you know when you get out of bed every morning what you're trying to accomplish that day. So now I got a vision board. I got my goals written down. I've got direction. I wake up every day with purpose and passion, and I'm going for the life I want. I'm telling you guys, we can do this. We can do it. Come on, baby. Come on. Next, I'm going to read me just 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book. And in a year, that's 365 times 10. That's 3,650 pages. Just reading 10 pages a day, taking that much time out of your life to read you 10 pages. It compounds out in a year to where you've read 15 to 20 good books and you're not the same person. Number 4 is watch one personal growth giant every day on YouTube. And if I watch that one personal growth giant every day, then think about it. That's 365 personal growth segments where personal growth giants are teaching me how to change my life, how to invest, how to start a business. Come on, baby. You got to understand, if you and I want more, we got to become more, see? Because it's our thoughts that create our actions, and our actions create our circumstances. We've got to set the bar higher, baby. Quit thinking low, think high, start shooting for the stars. Let's understand this is the only life you and I got. This is it. This is not a dress rehearsal. We don't get a do-over. We've got to go for it, baby. Come on. Come on. So I start watching that personal growth giant. So now I'm reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, and I'm watching one personal growth giant. I got to get my butt out of bed maybe 30 minutes early to get all that accomplished. But I'm telling you what, it's the game changer if you want to change your life. Number 5, the last thing. So I got vision board, number 1. I got goals, number 2. I've got 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. That's number 3. Number 4 is watch one personal growth giant on YouTube every day. And number 5, the last one, run with winners. Guys, run with winners. Most important one of all. I'm telling you right now, most important one of all. The vision board's important. Yes. The goals are important. Yes. The 10 pages out of a good business book are important. Yes. Watching one personal growth giant every day is important. Yes. But I'm telling you, who you running with is the big kahuna, baby. It is the big kahuna. If you're running with winners, I'm going to tell you right now, you'll be a winner. Let me say that again. If you're running with winners, you're going to be a winner. It rubs off on you. It's just, do you guys realize we take on the characteristics of the people we spend the most time with? We take on the characteristics of the people we spend the most time with. That inner circle, that group that you're going to spend the most time with, you're going to walk like them, talk like them, act like them, look like them, think like them, smell like them, be like them. I'm telling you, we're going to be like the people we spend our time with. So if I want to be a winner, I got to spend my time with winners. Show me who you run with, and I'll show you who you are or who you're going to be, baby. Show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. It's a fact. It is a fact, baby. I'm telling you right now, you run with winners, you're going to be a winner. You run with losers, you're going to be a loser. And when I say loser, I don't mean bad people. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying they're not going anywhere with their life. Man, thanks for all the gifts. Man, thank you, Tree Treasures. Thank you. Thank you, T-Mac. Thank you, guys. Man, oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. Let's think that through. We got to run with winners. And you say, well, I don't have any winners to run with, Presley. Okay, join us. We do these lives every day. We got our podcast channel. Everything is Residual Earners. Residual Earners Live, Residual Earners Podcast channel. And the thing you want to do is get in our university. If you're wanting to change your life, get in our university. It's residualearnersuniversity.com. residualearnersuniversity.com. Go there, sign up, get in our university. It's a success school. We've got courses in there. My gosh, we got my blueprint for success is one of them. How I came from nothing and became a millionaire. And it's modules, and you work your way through it, and you can do it. You do it on your own schedule. It's not, there's no pressure on this, but you can work your way through. We've got community where we bring experts in real estate and insurance and wealth management and social media and all that stuff. That's in there. And all those experts we bring in, we record the Zoom. So we've got a video library where all that stuff's in there and you can learn from it anytime you want to. And then we've got the big thing to me is the connections. We got over 600 people in there now. We only started this thing about 3 months ago, guys, and we got over 600 people in there. And you get to connect and network with winners. And we've got everything from stay-at-home moms to presidents of companies in there. If you're wanting to raise the bar, if you're wanting to level up in life, then join our university, Residual Earners University.com. And by the way, anybody that joins us today, I will send you a copy of my Be, Do, and Have More book for free, the audio version. I'm telling you, I'll send it to you for nothing. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Man, we're at 32,000 likes. Could we hit 50,000? Would y'all tap on that screen if you're just sitting around? If you're driving, don't do that. And we got almost 300 people on here. Would y'all hit the follow button? Would y'all please hit that follow button? Let's get the follows up. The follows, the likes, the shares, the gifts, they help our algorithm. That's why I asked for it. So thank you so much. All right, let's finish up this success starter kit. Then I'm going to go over the chapters I'm thinking about for my new book. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Here we go. Let's do this. Number one, this is my 5-step success starter kit. I guarantee that it will start changing your life if you will do it. Now, you got to do it consistently. But I'm telling you, I guarantee there's only 3 things in life I can guarantee. I guarantee you're going to die. I guarantee that you're going to pay taxes. And I can guarantee that if you'll do this success starter kit, it'll start changing your life. And I don't care where you are. You may already be halfway successful or may be real successful. If you'll do this, it'll help you. It'll help anybody. Guys, I've made millions of dollars and I still do this every day. Every day. Do a vision board. Write your goals down. Have direction in your life. Now we know where we're going. Start reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. In a year, you will have read 15 to 20 of those books. It's mind-boggling. Number 4, start watching one personal growth giant on YouTube every day. One personal growth giant on YouTube every day. Well, in a year, that's 365 personal growth segments you've watched. And then number 5, start running with winners. The running with winners part is the key. You know, I use this example all the time. If I came to you and I said, hey, can your kids run around with a bunch of juvenile delinquents? What would you tell me? I'm guessing you'd look at me and go, you're nutso, Presley. No, my kids can't run around with juvenile delinquents. And if I said, okay, I agree with that, but why? Well, Presley, if they're running around with juvenile delinquents, chances are they're going to be what? Juvenile delinquents. Well, yes, you're right, because they're running around with that crowd. Guys, use a little common sense. And the problem with common sense is it's not too common, but let's use a little common sense here. If that applies to our kids, doesn't it apply to us? Heck yeah, it does. Who we run with, we're going to be like them. You know, Harvard did that study and they said if you take the 5 people you spend the most time with, you're going to be the average of those 5 people within about 20%. Whoever we spend our time with, guys, we're going to take on those characteristics. We've got to start running with winners. And I mean, 2 ways to do that. Get your phone, go to your contacts, and literally go through every contact you have. Just look at the names and think about that person. Surely, undoubtedly, you've got a couple of people in there that are at least on the road to success. Maybe they haven't got there yet, but they're at least on the road to success. They're hustlers. They're positive. They're motivated. They see the glass half full. They're good money managers, and they're saving money, and they're investing money. Surely there's a couple of people in your whole contact list like that. And if not, join us, guys. I'm telling you, even if you got a couple of people there, you need to join us because we've got hundreds of winners in our university. I'm telling you, if you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to run with winners, if you're wanting to have a plan, if you're wanting to start a business, if you're wanting to scale a business, if you're wanting to brand a business, if you're wanting to do anything in the business world or just personal development, get in our university, Residual Earners University.com, Residual Earners University.com. Not for you guys on YouTube, but for you guys on TikTok. It's on our profile page up at the top. It just look there and it's right there, Residual Earners University.com. And by the way, anybody that joins today, I will give you my book, Be, Do, and Have More for free. How's that? All right. I'll end with this, you know, guys, that I'm going to give you two choices. You tell me which one you think's better for you. Choice one, we'll do it on this side. Choice one over here is I'm going to do a vision board. I'm going to write my goals down, and I'm going to get out of bed every day with purpose and passion, and I'm going for the life I want. Choice two, no, Presley, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'm going to kind of live life backwards, Presley. I'm not going to go for the life I want. I'm just going to kind of take whatever life gives me, and I'm going to hope it all turns out all right in the end. Let's go over this one last time. I'm going to do a vision board so I know what I want my life to look like. I'm going to look at it every day so my mind is reminded of what I want my life to look like. I'm going to write my goals down, and I'm going to read them every day, and I'm going to stay focused on accomplishing those goals. And I'm going to get out of bed every day with purpose and passion, and I'm going for the life I want. Or, no, Presley, I'm going to live life backwards. I'm going to just take whatever life gives me, and I'm going to hope it all turns out all right. You tell me which one of those you think's the best path to success. I don't think you got to be head cashier at Waffle Hut to figure that one out, do you? I don't think you got to be number one in your class to figure that one out, do you? I don't think you got to be a Phi Beta Kappa to figure that one out, do you? I don't think you got to be the sharpest knife in the drawer or the brightest color in the box to figure that one out, do you? No. If we know where we're going and we got a plan, guys, that's how we get places. That's why people with goals written down make 10x everybody else on average. I'm telling you, guys, we understand that there's some keys to success, and these aren't complicated things. I mean, think about it. How long does it take to make a vision board? Print off pictures off the internet and stick them on a wall or a door somewhere. 30 minutes maybe? No, it doesn't take long. How long does it take you to write 5 to 10 goals down? 30 minutes maybe? How long does it take you to read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day? What about 10 or 15 minutes? I mean, come on. What about a personal growth giant watching one personal growth giant on YouTube every day? That's 10 minutes to 30 minutes. I mean, come on. Come on. Let's get real. None of this stuff's hard. Running with winners. It ain't hard. You just got to do it. You got to start finding winners. And I'll say it again. If you haven't joined our university, you're missing out on it. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. Get there, join us, and watch what happens. And again, anybody that joins us today, I will throw in my Be, Do, and Have More book. I will send that to you for free, the audio version. Come on, baby. Come on, let's do this. Get involved. I mean, if we don't change something, nothing's going to change, guys. Let's get real. You go, well, I've never been in a university before. Well, that's all right. It's just a success school, guys. You can do it. I promise you. It's not hard. And if you'll get engaged, it'll change your life. We've been doing it 3 months, and we got over 600 people in there. And I'm telling you what, get in there and read the testimonials and see what you think. I'm telling you what, it's a game changer. By the way, you're not locked into anything. You can leave anytime you want to. It ain't like this is some pressure cooker. I'm just telling you, if you want to change your life, you need to be in there. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. All right, let's go over. I'm going to write. My next book is going to be Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. I talk about that all the time. Anyway, good morning. We're at 37,000 likes. Would y'all tap on that screen? And we got 270 people in here. Would y'all, Jeff, good morning, Jeff. Would y'all hit the follow button? That little follow button at the top of the screen there. Would y'all do that? And for you guys on YouTube, would you subscribe? I would greatly appreciate that. That helps us out a whole lot, guys. It's all about algorithms. And like on TikTok, it's the follows, the likes, the shares, the gifts, all that stuff. If you're getting something out of this, if you would do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Tree Treasures, thank you so much. Tree Treasures. I don't know what Tree Treasures is, but thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning, X-Ray Goddess. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Oscar. Good morning. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. Good morning, man. Good morning. Yes, and you're learning so much. The guy last night, DC, was very knowledgeable on REU. Yeah. Guys, we had a young man. I say young man. Well, he is a young man compared to me, but he's probably late 30s. Destiny Curley was one of our experts, and he was on last night. Guys, if you're in the university, I'm telling you, you get experts coming in and doing Zooms, and you get to ask them questions and all. I mean, it's amazing, guys. Join our university, residualearnersuniversity.com. Come there and join us. Come there and join us. All right, let's talk about, my book. I wrote some notes, or I came up with some notes about my new book, and I want to kind of throw them at you. My book is called Choose Your Heart, and where I came up with that is I did for a while, I would say, and I'll go through it real quick here so you can see where I got this idea. And then I said, getting wealthy is hard. Hard. I'm telling you right now, it's hard to get wealthy. Sure is. Can you do it? Sure. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it worth it? Yes. But is it hard? Yes, it's hard. But I always say, quit acting like being broke is easy. Being broke is one of the hardest things I've ever done. I mean, laying in bed at night worrying about finances, worrying about how am I going to pay the mortgage and the car payment. And man, if I don't get some money to the cell phone company, they're going to shut my cell phones off. And oh my gosh, Jordan needs a baseball bat and it's $300. Oh my gosh, Sarah Beth needs a new dress and it's $200. Oh my gosh, worrying about all that stuff all the time, man, it's harder than snot, guys. I'm telling you, I did that for 40-something years. I'm telling you, I understand. Being broke is hard. Well, let me think about this then. Getting wealthy is hard, but being broke is hard. If they're both hard, choose your hard, but choose wisely. Let me say it again. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. It's life, healthy. Man, being healthy is hard. You're right. You got to try to eat right. I didn't say eat perfect, but you got to try to eat right. You got to get exercise. You got to lose weight. You got to do some stuff to be healthy. Absolutely. It's hard. Man, I lost 30 pounds. I used to weigh 228 pounds. Now I weigh 198 pounds. I had to lose weight. I hated it. It was hard. Sure was. It was hard. Getting healthy is hard, but quit acting like being unhealthy is not hard. See, being unhealthy, it's payday someday. You go, well, I'm getting by with it now, Presley. Everything's fine. No, I'm telling you what, it's payday someday when you're unhealthy. Come on, guys. Let's figure out we need to eat right. Let's figure out that we need to start exercising. Let's figure out we need to get that weight off. I'm telling you right now. I mean, come on, being unhealthy, geez, overweight, out of shape, not feeling good, not liking the way the clothes fit. I mean, worrying about high blood pressure and high cholesterol and all that stuff. God, come on, guys. Being unhealthy is hard. Being healthy is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. They're both hard. Let's choose our hard, but choose wisely, huh? It's life. Marriage is hard. Divorce is hard. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. Relationships, personal growth, spiritual life, communication. I mean, it's all hard. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. I'm telling you right now, baby, come on. Let's figure this out. It's hard. I mean, everything in life's hard. Let's choose our hard, but let's choose wisely. Here's my notes I wrote down. I got 10 chapters that I'm thinking about doing here, okay? I'll read them off to you. Chapter 1, the illusion of easy. Why everything worth having is hard. Chapter 2, hard now or hard later, the cost of procrastination. Number 3, discipline is hard. Regret is harder. Number 4, comfort is a cage. How safety sabotages success. In other words, staying in your comfort zone is not good. Number 5, fear is hard. Courage is also hard. Number 6, failure is hard. Never trying is harder. Number 7, success requires sacrifice. Choose what you will surrender. Number 8, relationships are hard. Isolation is harder. Number 9, health takes work. Sickness takes over. And number 10, choose wisely. Build a life you won't want to escape. Oh my gosh, there's the 10 chapters. Let's talk about them real quick here. How about that? Man, good morning, everybody. I'm talking about my new book that I'm working on. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. I'm glad everybody's with me. Man, I'm glad y'all are all here. Again, if you haven't gone to our, Christie's Christmas Creations, good morning. Glad you joined us. I'm glad y'all are all here. If you haven't gone to our university, go there and sign up, guys. If you're wanting to change your life, give it a shot. Go try it out. Just try it out. Residual Earners University.com, residualearnersuniversity.com. And by the way, anybody that signs up today, I'm going to send them a copy of my book, Be, Do, and Have More, for free. All right, let's talk about this. Chapter 1 of my book, and I'm working on this now, but The Illusion of Easy. Everything worth having is hard. And I wrote these notes down. People chase ease, but comfort rarely leads to fulfillment. Baby, I'm telling you what, staying in that comfort zone, you're either going to have regret or you're going to have risk. You got to do one of them. Either take some risk or have some regret. Risk weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Come on, baby, let's do that. Easy paths often lead to stagnation, dependency, and regret. Come on, baby. We don't want to have regret. I'm saying it again. Come on, regret weighs tons. You got to get out of that comfort zone. You got to push your limits. We got to go for it. And I'll say this. If you are reading the 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, and you're watching a personal growth giant on YouTube every day, and you're running with winners, get this. You're going to get so many ideas on how to make money, so many ideas on businesses you can start. Guys, my Success Starter Kit, it's a life changer. It all works together for you. I'm telling you, see, all of us should be doing a total life makeover starting today, the 12th of June, 2025. We should all circle that date on our calendar. This is the day I made my decision that I'm taking my life to a new level. And I don't care where you are. You may be at the bottom and want to get to the middle. You may be in the middle and want to get to the top. You may be like I am and you've had success, but we still want to go higher. I'm telling you guys, come on. This is the only life we have. Let's go for it. Let's keep leveling up. I mean, every year I try to level up. Every year I try to do better. Every year. And I don't just mean finances. Now, finances are a big part of it. Zig Ziglar used to say, money's not the most important thing, but it's up there real close to oxygen. And Zig was right. We got to have some money, or it's tough to exist if you don't have money. Now, is it the most important thing? No, my priorities are good Lord, family, health, money. Good Lord, family, health, money. So I'm telling you, we can do this, guys. But, if you'll read the books and watch the personal growth giants and run with winners, you'll get some ideas on businesses you can start. And then I tell people there's 2 steps in you need to start taking. Number 1, step 1 is start becoming an expert, in quotation marks, start becoming an expert at that business. Start becoming an expert at that business. Yeah. And you go, how do I do that? Guys, let's say, there's everything. There's house cleaning, there's landscaping, there's vending machines, there's laundromats, there's real estate, there's a million things. Let's say we want to get good at real estate. We want to do real estate. That's what we decide on. Okay. Then read books on real estate. Listen to podcasts on real estate. Watch YouTube videos on real estate. Go to networking events on real estate. Find you a mentor for real estate. Go to seminars for real estate. Go to conferences for real estate. Take an online class for real estate. Start becoming an expert at real estate. And while you're becoming that expert, start paying down debt. Pay down debt. Get out of debt. Take that pressure off you. And if I get some debt paid off, I can start saving some money. Now I got some money to do something with when I get my business up and running. So we're going to figure out what business we want to start. And then we're going to start becoming an expert at it. And then we're going to start getting out of debt and saving us a little money. Come on, baby. That's now we got a plan. We got something we're shooting for. We got something we're going for. And it'll give you purpose in life. Come on, baby. We can do all this. Come on. None of this is pie in the sky stuff. This is all doable. Guys, I came out of the freaking ghettos. Literally. No dad, mom worked in a sewing factory, dirt poor. Come on. It don't matter where we come from. And I know some of you come from great families. Awesome. I'm proud for you too. Come on. Let's all level up. It doesn't matter where we are. Margarita, good morning. You're there every day. Good morning. Thank you so much. Again, guys, we're at almost 50,000. Tap on that screen. Let's hit 50,000 likes. Can we? Tap on that screen. We need about 3,700 more taps. And we got almost 300 people on here. Would y'all hit the follow button? Hit that follow button at the top right there if you haven't done it. All that means it's easier to find me when I go live. There's nothing crazy about hitting a follow button. All right, here we go. Chapter 1, the illusion of easy. Why everything worth having is hard. Easy breakthrough in life comes through challenge. I'm telling you, we got to face the challenges, and we got to understand we're going to have some failures along the way. Just get yourself up, dust yourself off, and get going again. The sooner you embrace difficulty, the sooner you gain freedom. Guys, I'm telling you what, you got to get out of your comfort zone. There's nothing in your comfort zone worth having. Nothing. I'm telling you right now. Nothing in your comfort zone worth having. Easy now is often hard later. You know, if you just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and you don't do it, I'm telling you what, it catches up with you. You know, if you'll bust your butt now and get your money making money now, and if you'll start investing now, and if you'll start buying real estate now, and if you'll start that business now, and if you'll get your money working for you now, then later on in life it gets easy. But if you don't do any of that stuff now, as you get older and older and older and older, life gets harder, baby. We want to get our money making money now. Come on, start thinking about stuff. Successful people think different than unsuccessful people. Lady Luck, thank you. Oh. Let's see. Chapter 2, hard now or hard later, the cost of procrastination. This is what I'm thinking about is the second chapter of my book, Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. Putting off action feels good short term, but creates long-term pain. You know, do you realize the cost of procrastination? Do you know what that is? The cost of procrastination is the life you could have lived. Yeah. The cost of procrastination is the life you could have lived. You know, I talk about this when I'm talking about facing fear, but I'm going to throw it in right here because I think it fits a little bit right here. In that, you know, when Coach Mayo brought me that network marketing business, and I'm the head coach at Lakeview High School, head basketball coach, and, you know, I was the man at Lakeview. We won. I had a winning program, and when I was in the gym, I was in my comfort zone, but we didn't make any money in public education. I was struggling financially, and Coach Mayo brings me that network marketing business, which, again, I never thought I'd even look at it. But anyway, it was Coach, so I did. I decided to give it a shot. I could get in for $300, $299, and I thought, well, I can scratch up $299. So I got in the business and I started working it. Well, here's the deal. Coach came to me after we signed me up, and he said, hey, Presley, here's how you do the business. You call people, you set appointments, and you go show them what we do. I said, pardon me, Coach? Yeah, you get your phone and you call everybody in your contact list. You call these people, you set appointments, and you show them what we do. And I go, Coach, I've never worked the phone before. I don't like rejection. That doesn't sound like me doing that, Coach. And he said, Presley, you just signed up. If you want to do good, you call people, you set appointments, and you go show them what we're doing. Oh, all right, Coach. You know what, guys? The first few calls I made, my stomach was in knots. I was nauseated. I was hating every second of it. I mean, hating every second of it. Let me say it again. I was hating every second of it. And I made a few calls, and I'm hating it all, man. And my stomach's sick, but I made a few calls. And the next day, my stomach's in knots. I'm nauseated, but I made a few more calls. And the next day, my stomach's in knots, and I'm hating every second of it, but I made a few more calls. And then I made a few more calls. And then I made a few more calls. And guess what, guys? Because I faced fear, did it anyway, my business exploded, and I became the number one earner in the company. And I have been blessed to make about $45 million doing network marketing. And you know what, guys? Here's the scary part, and here's the lesson that I want you to get. If I had not have made those calls when I hated it, if I had have not faced the fear and done it anyway, felt the fear and done it anyway, if I had not have done that, I would have missed out on a fortune. And my question to you is this, because here's the deal. If I had not made those calls, let's just say I let fear stop me. And fear gives bad advice, by the way. But anyway, let's say I let fear stop me and I never made them. I just said, oh, screw it. I ain't going to do it. Do you realize I would have never known I was missing out on millions of dollars? I'd have never known it. And that's where it applies to you. What in your life are you not doing that might be the defining moment in your life? Is it starting that business? Is it making those calls and asking for that sale? Is it making those calls and asking for that appointment? I don't know what it is in your life, but is there something that you're letting fear stop you? And it could be the defining moment. Because if I had not have made myself make those calls when I was hating it, and I mean hating it, I would have missed out on millions of dollars. My life would have been totally different. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. It would have been a totally different life. But I faced the fear. I felt the fear and did it anyway. I'm challenging you. Feel the fear and do it anyway. See, courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is being a little scared and doing it anyway. That's what courage is. Come on, let's do this. All right, chapter 2, hard now or hard later, the cost of procrastination. Debt, health issues, failed relationships often stem from avoidance. That's, the health. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Guys, I have people tell me, that I'm just not worried about my health right now. I'm doing okay. Guys, I'm telling you, health is payday someday. It will catch up with you. If you're not taking care of yourself, it will catch up with you. Come on, baby. Let's start eating right. Let's start getting exercise. Let's lose that weight. Let's quit talking about losing the weight like we have for years, and let's actually do it now. Let's have that self-discipline to do it, because you realize I lost 30 pounds, and I know what it took me. I hated every second of it, didn't like it, because I'm a double cheeseburger with tater tots kind of guy. I mean, I am a bag of barbecue potato chips, and I'm talking about the big family bag. I can eat the whole freaking thing watching a ball game. I'm telling you, I'm a recovering chipaholic, so I like to eat. So it was tough on me to lose the weight. It was tough on me to start eating healthy. It was tough on me to start getting to the gym every day. It was tough on me to get that weight off. Absolutely. But I'm telling you what, it was worth every little bit of sacrifice that I had to do. Come on, baby, let's do this. Again, diet, debt, failed relationships often stem from avoidance. Baby, quit avoiding. Small daily action is the antidote. Small daily actions is the antidote. Good morning, Kelly. Small daily actions. Do you realize, guys, think this through. If you read that much every day, 10 pages, just 10 pages. I didn't say 10 chapters. I said 10 pages out of a business book or personal growth book, and you did that every day. Just took 10 or 15 minutes and read 10 pages, just that little bit. In a year, that's 365 times 10. That's 3,650 pages. And you have read 15 to 20 good business books and personal growth books, and you're not the same person. And it's just doing that little bit. Do you realize if you put $250 a month into a mutual fund, let's say you're 30 years old, and every month you put $250, $250, $250, $250, $250, and that compound on that return, it starts compounding, and you get to the point where you're ready to retire. Do you realize if I started at 30 and put 250, 250, 250, 250 into that mutual fund, do you realize, man, knocking my microphone around. Do you realize you would have, give or take, $2 million? Guys, it's little things that we change in our life that will change everything for us. Things compound, guys. Things compound. I'm telling you, it compounds and it makes a difference in your life. Good morning, Karen. I knew that would be you. All right. Small daily actions is the antidote to chaos, baby. Come on. Time doesn't heal what you refuse to confront. Oh my gosh. Is that not good? Come on, baby. If you're avoiding a tough conversation, it's going to make a difficult life. Quit avoiding tough conversations. Have the conversations you need to have. Come on, baby. And then start now. Later is a lie. You know what? There's something I talk about all the time, and the perfect time is a myth. It's a myth. I get people all the time going, Presley, I'm gonna start my vision board here someday. Someday I'll do that vision board. Someday I'll write my goals down, Presley. Someday I'll start reading 10 pages out of a good business book, Presley. Someday I'll start watching Personal Growth Giants, Presley. Someday I'll start running with winners, Presley. Someday I'll start getting out of debt, Presley. Someday I'll start saving some money, Presley. Someday I'll start thinking about buying a piece of real estate, Presley. Someday I'll start thinking about starting that business, Presley. Someday I'll, and they keep saying someday I'll, while their life passes them by. Please tell me that's not you. Later is a lie. I'm telling you, the price of procrastination is a life you lived. Oh my gosh. All right. Discipline is hard. Regret is harder. Daily discipline builds the life you want. Oh my gosh, think about it, baby. Are you reading the books every day? Are you watching the personal growth giants every day? Are you running with the winners every day? That's a game changer. Will you be disciplined enough to get your butt out of bed 30 minutes early so you can do the book and the personal growth giants? Or are you going to just keep hugging that pillow? I'm telling you right now, get out of bed and let's start chasing our dreams. Let's start making things happen. Huh? Come on. Come on. It's discipline, baby. It's discipline. Getting out of debt is discipline. Saving money is discipline. Saving up and buying a piece of real estate is discipline. Losing that weight is discipline. It's all about you and I having discipline. See, discipline is doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. And here's the key, whether you feel like it or not. See, most people aren't going to become wealthy. Most people aren't going to be a success because why? They're not willing to pay the price. They're not willing to do what it takes. They're just going to live life and they're going to get to the end and they're going to have tons of regret because they never tried anything. They never risked anything. They never started anything. They never went for it. And they're going to get to the end and just look back and go, why didn't I? Why didn't I? Guys, I'm saying it again. Regret weighs ounces. Risk weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. We got to take the risk and not have the regret. Come on, baby. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm on chapter 3, that choose your hard, but choose wisely. This is the book I'm working on right now, and I'm just giving y'all a sneak peek. Regret is the tax on neglected discipline. Oh my gosh, does that hit it? Habits form identity. Identity shapes destiny. See, if you show me who you run with and you show me your habits, I'll predict your future. And I'll be right most of the time. Show me who you run with, and you show me your habits, and I'll predict your future. If we're running with winners, and if we are developing habits of growing as a person, then I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be a winner. You're going to be successful. Show me who you run with. Show me your habits. I'll predict your future. I mean, come on. Habits form identity. Identity shapes destiny. Pain of discipline is temporary. Regret can last forever. Oh my gosh, does that hurt? Pain of discipline is temporary. Regret can last forever. You know, I thought about losing that weight for a long time, but when I finally did, I'm telling you what, it was a glorious moment when I got that, stood on that scale and I was weighing less than 200 pounds after weighing almost 230 pounds. I'm telling you what, guys, and making those calls, man, I hated it, but I disciplined myself to do it, and it turned out to be the best business decision I'd ever made. You know, and I see right now where a bunch of you guys keep asking about network marketing. I don't pitch anything on my lives. If you want to direct message me and say, Presley, how did you make all that money in network marketing? I am happy to go offline and talk to you about it. I just don't pitch anything here. So anyway, and for you guys that haven't joined our university, you're missing out. If you're wanting to change your life, get in our university. It's called Residual Earners University. Put a .com on the end of it and go there right now. Go there right now and sign up. And residualearnersuniversity.com. And by the way, anybody that signs up today, I'll send you a copy of my Be, Do, and Have More for free, just for getting in the university. I'm telling you, if you're wanting to change your life, residualearnersuniversity.com. All right, here we go. Let's keep moving. Choose the workout, choose the early morning, choose the budget. Oh my gosh. In other words, let's get our habits going in the right direction, baby. I mean, come on, let's start doing this. Let's talk about this real quick. Just get up 30 minutes early and read you 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book and watch you one personal growth giant. And I challenge you, just do it for 90 days. What is today? June. July, August, September. On September 12th, stop. If it's not benefiting you, stop it. But I promise you it will be. You'll be excited if you go to September 12th. You'll have probably read, my gosh, let's say you probably read 6 books by then. Your brain is starting to change. Your ideas are starting to change. You're getting ideas on how to make money. You're getting ideas on businesses you can start. I mean, come on. Just get your butt out of bed 30 minutes early and start putting some good stuff in your brain and start changing your life, baby. Start finding just a few minutes to get to the gym, or at least get out in the evening or the morning early and walk and get some walking done. I'm telling you right now, come on, baby. at least get out and start walking. I mean, start exercising stuff. Start watching what you're eating. I mean, come on, we can do this, baby. We can do all this stuff, huh? I mean, start running with winners. Just start making some changes in your life and watch what happens. You got greatness in you. But if you don't change anything, nothing's going to change. It's all about the habits we form. I said a while ago, somebody said, what's your morning routine? I get up every day. I stumble to the Keurig machine. Now I get up early, baby. I stumble to the Keurig machine. I make me a cup of coffee. I come in here to my desk. I read 2 chapters out of the Bible. I get on my knees and pray. I read me 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book. I watch me a personal growth giant. I do that every day. It's habit. And I tell you what, every day my day starts great because I put good stuff in my mind. I'm telling you. And at 3:30 today, I'll be right down there in that barn where a buddy of mine comes over at 3:30 every day. I got a gym set up down there. He and I will get in there and we will work our butt off for an hour. I'm telling you, work our butt off for an hour. I don't have to think about it. I do it. It's a habit. If you'll do stuff for 21 days, it will become a habit. I mean, how about just having a budget? I mean, have you thought about that? Guys, all of us need a budget. You know, I've got businesses. I don't have, man, thanks for the universe or whatever that is. I appreciate that. Do you realize, guys, every business I have has a budget. Do you realize your home is a business of sorts? I mean, it's actually more important than a business. Your home is what's going to fund everything in your life. Why would you not have a written budget? Write down how much money's coming in and write down how much it's going out. And mortgage, car payment, TV, internet, cell phone, food, fun. I mean, list everything that you spend money on. Get your bank statement and your credit card statement and write down every penny that goes out. And just once a month, sit down and go over your finances and know where your money's going. I'll say this, if you've got a budget, you're telling your money what to do. If you don't have a budget, you're at the end of the month, you're just looking for your money. I'm telling you, guys, we need a budget. We need to get out of debt. Come on, get out of debt. Come on, start using the debt snowball method. Start listing your debts from smallest to largest. Smallest to largest. Focus on that smallest debt. Come on, baby. Focus on that smallest one. And every penny you get's going towards that smallest debt. You're making minimum payments on everything else, and your whole focus is on that smallest debt. You're working overtime. You're doing side hustles. You're doing Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. You're doing network marketing. You're doing TikTok shop. You're having garage sales. Every penny is going towards that smallest debt. Boom, you get it paid off. What do you do now? You focus on that second smallest debt while still making minimum payments on everything else. So take everything you was making on that smallest one, plus the minimum you were making on that second smallest one, and everything goes towards that second smallest one. Again, you're working overtime. You're doing side hustles. You're doing Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. You're doing network marketing. You're doing TikTok shop. You're selling junk you don't use anymore. And all that money's going towards that second smallest debt. And a few more weeks go by and boom, you pay that one off. What do you do now? Well, you start working on that third smallest debt, making minimum payments on everything else. And I take what I was making on those first 2 that I've now paid off. I take all that money plus the minimum I was making on that third one, and I put everything towards that third one. And I focus on it until I get it paid off. And I just keep working my way down till I get my butt out of debt. But I've got to stop spending and start focusing on getting out of debt. And guys, what do you have when you get out of debt? What do you have when you don't have a bunch of bills? You've got cash. Now what can you do? Oh my gosh, I can start saving money. I can start investing in mutual funds. I can start saving up and buying me a piece of real estate. I can save up and start my business. I can start getting my money, making money finally. Guys, it's all right for us to work hard for our money, but at some point in time, we want our money working hard for us. And I'm telling you what, if you want to know about budgeting and all the stuff I talk about, guys, get in our university. Come on, if you're wanting to change your life, go to residualearnersuniversity.com and get in our university right now. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com. Go give it a try. If you don't like it, so be it. You can leave. There's no contracts. There's no holding you in there. But I'm telling you what, if you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to get with a bunch of winners, if you're wanting to learn how to budget and write goals and start businesses and brand businesses and scale businesses, if you're wanting to learn all that stuff, join us, baby. And I got an offer going right now that if you join our university today, I'll send you my book, Be, Do, and Have More for free. Come on, baby. Let's do something different in our life. If we don't change something, nothing's ever going to change. Do you understand that? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. But have a written budget and get your butt out of debt and let's start making money. Let's start getting our money making money. And you go, well, Presley, that's going to take me a while to get out of debt. You're right. It'll take you a year, maybe even 2 years. But you know what? You're going to be 2 years older in 2 years anyway. You're going to be a year older in a year anyway. Why not be out of debt when you get to that age? You know, I always tell people, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Huh? Think that through. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Man, I thank myself for getting out of debt. I thank myself for making those calls when I didn't want to. I thank myself for doing some of that stuff. It was ugly back then. I didn't like it, but I did it. And now I am so grateful that I did. Come on, baby. We all have greatness in us. Let's change our life. Come on. Let's do that. Let's do that. Nicole says exactly. Kuromi, I hope I said that right, says preach. Come on, baby, let's do this. Huh? By the way, we're at 62,000. Let's hit 100,000 likes. Could we do that? Could we hit 100,000 likes, please? Would you tap on that screen? And we got over 300 people on here. Would y'all hit follow? Would all 321 of you hit follow, please? That helps our algorithm so much. If you're getting something out of this, tap the screen, hit the follow. I mean, it's the likes, the shares, the follows, the gifts. TikTok is one big algorithm. So is YouTube to an extent. YouTube, you guys hit subscribe over here. But if y'all would do that, I would be eternally grateful. I'm going over the chapters of my new book that I'm working on right now. And we just finished chapter 3. Chapter 4, Comfort is a Cage, How Safety Sabotages Success. How about that one? That's my chapter 4 title. The need for constant safety limits risk, growth, and innovation. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be a little scared when you start that business. You're going to be a little scared when you get out of your comfort zone. You're going to be a little scared. It's feel the fear and do it anyway. Greatness begins where comfort ends. See, here's the deal. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to ever be great. Do you hear me? You ain't got to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. And the other thing is, the perfect time is a myth. There's no such thing as a perfect time or the right time no, do it now. You know, I always tell people, I have started several businesses and I've done it a bunch of times. I've never felt like I was ready to start. There's always a couple other things I felt like I could do, but if I do those two things, I'll find there's something else I probably need to do. I mean, it's never the perfect time. Start. You can course correct as you get in the game, baby. You'll never get everything just perfect. The time will never be just perfect. All you'll do is procrastinate. Stop the procrastination. Comfort zones become cages over time. We don't want to be in a cage, baby. Get out of your comfort zone. Playing it safe is often the riskiest move. I mean, come on. If you don't take a risk, you're never going to have a chance to accomplish anything. You know, guys, all of us need to understand, we're either building our dream life or somebody hires us to build their dream life. Let me say that again. We're either building our dream life or somebody's going to hire us to help them build their dream life. Guys, we need to be building our dream life. Come on, baby. Let's go for it, huh? Let's do this. Let's go for it. Start taking a risk. Start reading the book. Start watching the Personal Growth Giant. Start running with the winners. Get some ideas on some businesses you want to start. Pick one of them. Start becoming an expert by reading books and listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos and going to networking events and getting mentors and going to seminars and taking classes, whatever it takes. Let's become an expert at whatever business we're picking. And then let's start paying down debt. Let's start a plan. Let's get a plan going in our life. And if you don't have that plan, join us in our university, baby, residualearnersuniversity.com. Go there right now. Join us in there and get with 600 winners. Get where we've got courses in there on how to do all this stuff. Get in there where we're bringing experts on real estate and insurance and TikTok shop and social media and wealth management and all that stuff. We bring all those experts in. We record them. It's in our video library. You got access to all that. And you're running with 600 right now. We only started the university 3 months ago. And we got 600 people in there. And it's all walks of life, from stay-at-home moms to presidents of companies, but it's people that are motivated. If you're wanting to change your life, get in there and get with a bunch of winners. Get with our community. Residual Earners University.com. And by the way, anybody that signs up today, I'll send you my book for free. Be, do, and have more. Chase progress, not perfection. See what I'm talking about? Chase progress, not perfection. You're never going to get it perfect. Start. Again, you don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. Start. Set your default mechanism to action. Be a do-it-now person. Tap into the power of now. Do it now. Not later. Do it now. Not this afternoon. Do it now. Not tomorrow. Do it now. Not next week. Do it now. Not next month. Do it now. Not next year. Start it now. Now. Be a do-it-now person and watch how much you can get accomplished in your life, baby. I'm telling you. You can do anything you set your mind to. All right, chapter 5. Fear is hard. Courage is also hard. Fear freezes dreams. Courage fuels them. I'm going to say it again. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Fear whispers lies. You can't. Courage says, do it anyway. Fear is a teacher if you face it. Fear gives bad advice, baby. Fear gives bad advice. Back in the day, I'll say it again. When I got into network marketing, Coach Mayo comes and says, Presley, you got to make calls, set appointments, and go show the plan. And that scared the woo-woo out of me. I'm telling you, I got nauseated when it was time to make those calls. I mean, my stomach was in knots. I was hating getting rejected. What if they say no? And I've never worked the phone before, and I don't really know what I'm doing. But I made those calls anyway. I hated every second of it, but I made them. And the next day I made them, and the next day I made them, and I'm still hating it, but I made them, and I made them, and I made them. And I ended up being the number one earner in the company. I ended up making $40-some-odd million. And if I had not made those calls, none of that would have ever happened. And if I hadn't have made those calls, I would have never known what I was missing out on. That's why I keep challenging you. What in your life are you not doing that you know you should be doing, but you're letting fear hold you back? Fear is false evidence appearing real. F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. Fear gives bad advice. Man, are you wanting to start a business? Start it. If you need to make some calls and ask for the sale, do it. If you need to make some calls and ask for an appointment, do it. Whatever it is you're needing to do it. Quit procrastinating. Quit putting it off. Quit letting fear hold you back. Guys, greatness comes when you accept the fear. I mean, here's the deal. If you'll hit your fear in the nose, it'll go away. I used to hate making those calls. Man, now today I can pick up that phone and call anybody, but I've done it a bunch now. If you'll hit your fear in the nose, fear goes away. If you don't ever hit your fear in the nose, wherever you go, fear's chasing you all the time. It's chasing you. It never goes away. You got to hit it in the nose. You got to face it head on. And if you will do that, watch what you can accomplish in your life, baby. Oh my gosh, come on. Courage is not the absence of fear, but being scared and doing it anyway. By the way, if you're wondering, I am Presley Swagerty. I know I've been going here, man. We've been going about an hour and 40 minutes, but I said this in the beginning, but I'll say it now. I'm Presley Swagerty, P-R-E-S-L-E-Y, Presley Swagerty, S-W-A-G-E-R-T-Y. I've written a couple of books. I'm actually one of the world's best networkers. I made $40-some-odd million in network marketing. I wrote Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. I wrote another book, Be, Do, and Have More. You got to be before you can do and do before you can have. This is a success book. And by the way, anybody that joins our university today, if you go to residualearnersuniversity.com and sign up today, I'll send you my book for free, the audio version. And I'm working on a couple more. I'm actually working on a biography, and I am going over Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. That's the title of my next book, Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. I've got the chapters, or at least what I think is going to be the chapters, and I'm working on them right now. So that's what I'm doing. I grew up in the ghettos of South Dallas. I had no dad in my life. He was abusive, ran off when I was 9. My mom worked in a sewing factory. And when I say grew up in the ghettos, I'm not embellishing that. I really did. Mom was a great lady, godly lady. I am who I am because of my mama, but didn't know how to make money. And I mean, we were literally dirt poor. And then sports got me through. I became a high school basketball coach. I coached for 16 years at Lakeview High School in Garland, Texas. Taught algebra, sponsored the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Felt like I helped some kids, but never made any money. If you know any public educators, you know you don't make money. Had a couple of kids myself, and man, finances were crazy tight. And I'm about 40 years old, and I'm facing bankruptcy and foreclosure. Didn't know what I was going to do. Made a decision. I'm going to change my life. My back was against the wall. I made a decision I was going to change my life. And it just so happened that, when we make a decision, I believe great and mighty forces come to our aid. And Coach Mayo come to me with a network marketing business. Man, that was not on my radar. Never thought I'd even look at one, let alone get involved. But it was Coach. So I took a look, went and had breakfast at an IHOP. Sat there, listened to it. Decided to give it a shot because I could get in for $299. Well, I could scratch up $299, and I started my business, and it exploded though. I mean, exploded. And I ended up being the number one earner in the company, have been for 22 years now. And I've made 40 some odd $1 million, and I love life. I'm telling you, it was the game changer in my life. We took some of that money and bought a car dealership, scaled it up to 7 of them. Printed circuit board companies, logistics companies, auto transport companies, real estate. I'm an entrepreneur now. So, I've written books. I give speeches. I'm an entrepreneur. I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff. But I'm telling you guys, you can change your life too. Again, let me tell you one more time. I literally came out of the ghettos. It doesn't matter where we come from. And I know some of you had great upbringings, and that's awesome. But I'm telling you, we all should be focused on leveling up. And I see where a bunch of you are asking about network marketing. I don't pitch anything on my lives, but if you want to direct message me, you can. Just say, Presley, how did you make all that money in network marketing? And I'm happy to share offline, but I don't pitch anything on here. I got one focus on my lives, and that's I want you to be a success. I believe to whom much is given, much is required. I've had some success, and I want to get some of you other guys up at the top with me because the bottom's crowded, the top isn't. So let's get up to the top. How about that? A year and a half ago, we started a podcast channel. It's called Residual Earners. You can go find us on Apple, Spotify, or just go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. You can watch our podcast. As a matter of fact, we're dropping another one in the morning. We started the lives about a year ago, and I've been blown away by the support. We've got about 275,000 followers. I appreciate that greatly. By the way, we got over 300 people on here. If you haven't hit the follow button, please do so. Again, we've got about 275,000 people that have followed us, and hitting that follow button doesn't mean anything except you can find me easier when I go live. That's really all it boils down to. But anyway, we started our lives. They've been going phenomenally well. The response has been overwhelming. Thank you so much. And then we started a university about, I don't know, I lose track of time, probably 3 months ago. That university has exploded. We got over 600 people in it now. I'm telling you, if you want to change your life, you want to be part of our university. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com. We built it on the school platform, SKOOL, the school platform. That's that platform that Alex Hermosi owns part of. We built our university on the school platform, and you log in and you got a password and you're in a secure environment. You're in with nothing but winners. It's a no negativity zone, a winners only zone, and you're there with a bunch of winners. You network with 600 people that are all like-minded about wanting to change their life and we got everything from stay-at-home moms to presidents of companies. I mean, we got the whole gamut in there. So you're welcome. If you want to come, it doesn't matter where you are in your life. You may be a success. You may be just getting started, but I'm telling you, we help you start businesses. We help you brand businesses. We help you scale businesses. We'll just help you with life if you got life questions. But I'm telling you, we've got content in there. We got courses you take. My blueprint for success is in there. It's a course on how I went from nothing to millionaire. And I mean, it's in modules. You work your way through it. We've got stuff on budgeting and goal setting. And I mean, we've got where you can actually make your budget online. I'm telling you guys, come on. Let's check it out. I mean, we bring experts in real estate and insurance and wealth management and social media, and we bring these experts in and they talk and they do Zooms for us, and you can ask them questions, and then we record the Zoom, so we got a video library that you can go back and access. And then the biggest thing I think for all of us is the community is amazing. It's amazing. I mean, it's the most supportive community I've ever seen. We got over 600 people and we're all helping each other. You can network with winners. And I'm telling you, if you want to change your life, jump in there and let's do it. Residual Earners University.com. And by the way, anybody that joins today, I'll send you a copy of my Be, Do, and Have More book. How's that? So anyway, that's my story. Everything we do is Residual Earners. Our live is Residual Earners. Our podcast is Residual Earners. Our university is Residual Earners. I want you to make residual income. That means you make money when you're eating, sleeping, laying on the beach, shopping, golfing, whatever you do. I want you making money all the time. We got to get our money making money for us. So anyway, there you go. Residual Earners University.com. By the way, for you guys that watch me, if you noticed, I got a thermal cup here. My coffee was getting cold, and I thought, okay, how can I stop that? I'm learning a little bit. Huh? What do you think? All right, here we go. Chapter 6. I'm going through my 10 chapters of my new book of what I've been working on. So y'all are getting a sneak peek into Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. Chapter 6. Failure is hard. Never trying is harder. Failure. Did you hear that? Failure is hard, because we're going to all get knocked down. I mean, let's get real. We're going to all get knocked down. But you got to get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Failure is hard, but never trying is harder. Guys, we got to go for it. Failure teaches faster than success. You know what? I always say I win or I learn. I don't ever say I win or lose. I win or I learn. And I've had some colossal failures in my life. Colossal. I've had a business go under that cost me millions of dollars. I mean, everything we try doesn't work. Now, most of the stuff I do works, but boy, sometimes it just doesn't work, and it is what it is. But you know what? I always learn more from the failures, because I don't want that to happen again. So I really dig in to figure out what happened and why did I lose there and why did it not work and why did the business go under? What happened here? And you know what? You learn so much more when it doesn't go right. Now, you learn when you're winning, absolutely. But I'll say this, you'll learn more when things are not going right. If you get knocked down, you get your butt up, dust yourself off, and get back in the game. Failure teaches faster than success. Regret over missed chances lingers longer than any defeat. Man, hear that one. Regret over missed chances lingers longer than any defeat. Guys, we don't want regret in our life. You either take some risk or you're going to have some regret. You're going to look back and go, man, I should have tried it. I should have done it. I should have started it. No, baby, come on. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Regret over missed chances lingers longer than any defeat. Next one. Every winner was once a beginner who failed forward. I say that all the time, is that you don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. I mean, there's no other option here, baby. Every winner was once a beginner who failed forward. Perfection is fear in disguise. And what I mean by that is there's no such thing as a perfect time. Everybody just keeps putting it off, going, I need to get it a little better. I need to add this. I need to do that. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to get it perfect. Guys, you're never going to get it perfect. You know, I've started many businesses now, and I've never started one where I felt like it was perfectly ready to go. But what I figured out is you start and you can course correct as you're going. Come on, start. Perfection is fear in disguise. And then get this, here's a good one. Try, fail, learn, repeat. Try, fail, learn, repeat. Just get better and start over again, baby. When you get knocked down, get up, dust yourself off, and get going again. Fail forward. Chapter 7, success requires sacrifice. Choose what you will surrender. Choose what you will surrender, all right? Every level of success costs something. Time, energy, maybe ego. You know what? To get your side business going, I call them 5 to 9 businesses. You work your job to pay the bills while you're doing your side business to create your fortune, huh? And I call it a 5 to 9 business. From 5 to 9 in the morning, work on your business. From 5 to 9 at night, work on your business. During that day, keep working at JOB because we got to keep the bills paid. So if I'm working 5 to 9 in the morning and 5 to 9 at night, I have got to sacrifice something in there. Yep. You know, for me, it was a lot of sports and stuff, man. I like to play everything. So when I was building my business there in the beginning, I didn't go to the gym every night. I didn't go play hoops with the guys every night. I didn't play golf every weekend. I worked on my business. Now I got my business now where I've made millions of dollars. Well, now I can do anything I want to, but you got to sacrifice for a while. Do you understand me? You know, because people all the time, they go, well, Presley, you talk about focusing on getting out of debt and all that stuff and don't spend and get out of debt. Now, yeah, I do. Because, guys, if you will sacrifice for a while, if you'll get your butt out of debt and you'll get your money making money, you will reach a point where you can buy anything or do anything you want to do, and it's not a big deal. You got to get out of debt, though, and you got to get your money making money. So I've got to sacrifice for a while. I don't buy all the junk I want. I don't buy all those shiny toys that I want while I'm getting my butt out of debt, and then I start getting my money making money. See, the way I worked it is when I started making a little money with network marketing, I did not run out and buy me a big house and a car and all that stuff right off the bat. No, I started making a little more money, and I started getting my butt out of debt, and I got myself totally out of debt. Then I started investing money, and I got some money working for me. I got my money making money. And then after a while, I reached a point where I decided to buy a nice house because I could, and I decided to get me a car collection because I could, and I decided to get me a watch or two because I could. But I sacrificed for a while and got out of debt and got my money making money. And then I had money to do what I want to do, but I had to sacrifice for a while. You got to sacrifice for a while, guys. I'm telling you right now. Oh, you can't have growth without loss. Sacrifice comfort to gain strength. Choose what you give up before life chooses it for you. Oh my gosh, think about that one. Choose what you give up before life chooses it for you. Say no to what doesn't serve your purpose. Oh my gosh. Say no to what doesn't serve your purpose. Say no that what doesn't get you to a step closer to your goals. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We got to figure out. We got to give up something. We got to sacrifice for a while to have what we want in the end. Huh? Come on. Self-discipline. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not. Oh my gosh. Oh. We are at 85,000 likes, boys and girls. Could we hit 100,000? Would y'all tap on that screen? And would all 320 some odd of you, would y'all hit the follow button, please? That would make me so happy. Follows, likes, shares, and gifts, they help our algorithm. So thank you so much for doing that. If you're getting something out of this, do it. If you're not getting something out of it, don't worry about it. But again, all 335 of you, if you would hit the follow button, I would appreciate it. All that does is makes it easier for you to find me when I go live. So if you're getting something out of it, maybe it's worth it. Man, Sophie, thank you for all the gifts. Man, you're rocking over there. All right. Chapter 8, relationships are hard. Isolation is harder. Vulnerability, forgiveness, and honesty take effort. Yep. Sure do. Isolation may feel safe, but leads to emptiness. Guys, good Lord, family, health, money, keep your priorities right. Good Lord, family, health, money, get your priorities right. I'm telling you, love and leadership both require relational skills. Yep. Invest in people, build community. Yep. Man, look at all the gifts coming in. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, you were designed for connection. Come on. You're designed to be around people, baby. Come on. Let's do this, huh? Man, look at all that. Oh my gosh. Thank you for all the gifts, guys. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the puffy hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All that help. Sophie, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, geez, y'all are rocking today. Chapter 9, and this is very important to me. Health takes work, sickness takes over. Health takes work, sickness takes over. Neglecting your body, mind, or spirit will catch up. You know, that's what I say all the time about health. This is the only, do you guys realize this is the only place you and I got to live? This is the only place you and I got to live, right here in this body. Come on. Only place, right here. Let's take care of it. Let's act like it's the only place we got to live. When this body goes, we go. But some of us, we don't take care of it. Start eating right. And I didn't say eat perfect, but start eating right. I mean, I'll still have a cheat meal every once in a while. I'm not saying you can't cheat every once in a while, but you shouldn't be cheating all the time. And understand, that's hard on me because I'm a double cheeseburger and tater tot kind of guy. I'm a family-sized bag of barbecue potato chips kind of guy. I'm a recovering chipaholic, man. I'm telling you, all that's hard on me. I understand about self-discipline. I got to make myself do it. But do it. Your health, there's, outside of the good Lord, there's nothing. Lord, family, health. I mean, if you don't have your health, you ain't got jack. I'm telling you, you ain't got nothing if you don't have your health. I'll tell you right now, there's billionaires that would trade places with you right this second. And you go, why would a billionaire trade places with me? Because they're laying on a bed with some disease and you got your health. They'd trade every penny they have for your health. Take care of your health. Get the exercise. Eat right. Get the weight off. Come on, you've been thinking about losing weight forever. Quit thinking about it and be about it. Let's get real. Losing weight is discipline. And I understand. I lost 30 pounds a while back. I weighed 228. Today, when I stepped on that scale, I was at 198. I lost 30 pounds. And you go, well, I need to lose 100. Okay, lose 100 then. I only need to lose 10. Great, lose 10 then. I don't care how much you need to lose. Lose it. Let's quit thinking about it. Let's be about it, huh? Come on, your health, so important. Your health is so important. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Energy is the currency of achievement. I'm telling you right now, one of my biggest secrets to success, I believe, is every day I get a hard workout in for about an hour. Every day. Well, I say every day. I take Sunday off usually. 6 days a week, I get a hard workout in. I'm telling you, I believe that's one of the keys to my success. You either invest in prevention or you pay for correction. In other words, your health catches up with you. You may think you're getting by with it now by not being healthy, but I'm telling you what, it's payday someday. Discipline in diet, sleep, and movement creates longevity. Guys, I'm guessing, I got my reservation made in heaven. I gave my life to the Lord, but I want to stick around on this earth as long as I can. I want to be with my family and friends as long as I can. Come on, baby. Discipline in diet, sleep, and movement, in other words, exercise, creates longevity. Health is freedom. Don't trade it for convenience. I'll say it again. If you ain't got your health, baby, you ain't got nothing. Come on. Diet, exercise, get the weight off. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Residual earners. Come on. Let's go. Our community is residual earners, baby. We've the most amazing community I've ever seen. You know what? We've had our university for 3 months now. We got over 600 people in there. And do you realize that I haven't had to get on to anybody for being negative? I haven't had to get rid of anybody for being negative. I haven't had to it's been the most amazing, the most positive, upbeat, like-minded group I've ever seen. And if you're wanting to change your life, baby, join our university, residualearnersuniversity.com. If you really want to change your life, I'm telling you, you will be with the biggest group of winners, the biggest group of positive people you have ever been with. I'm telling you, it is so legit. residualearnersuniversity.com. There's courses in there to take on changing your life. We bring experts in teaching you how to change your life. We've got a video library in there on things that'll help you change your life. And you get to network with over 600 winners. I mean, come on, baby. What else could you ask for? Give us a shot. Residualearnersuniversity.com. And by the way, if you sign up today, I will throw in my book. I'll send it to you for free. Be, do, and have more, the audio version. But anyway, there you go. All right, let's keep going. All right. Chapter 9 was health takes work, sickness takes over. If you don't have your health, you ain't got nothing. So we're going to all start eating better, right? We're going to start exercising, right? And we're going to get that weight off, right? All right. I'm counting on you. Choose wisely. Building a life you won't want to escape is chapter 10. Again, this is out of my book, Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. The book's not ready, but I'm working on it. And these are my chapters. I'll probably change it some. I usually do, but these are my chapters. Every day is a vote for the life you want, baby. I'm telling you, you got to learn to say no to things that don't get you closer to your goals. You got to learn to say no, because every time I say yes, I'm really saying no to something else. I'm not saying you can't go out and hang out with friends. Sure, go hang out with friends, but don't do it every night. Sophie, good morning. Thank you. You got to work on your business. I mean, I'm not saying every once in a while don't take a break and run and have some fun, but if you're really wanting to make it big, guys, you got to sacrifice. And I mean, sacrifice usually means time. So, but here's the deal. If you'll sacrifice now, you can have the rest of your life to do what you want. I always tell people, do today what others won't so you can have tomorrow what others don't. Let me say that again. Do today what others won't so you can have tomorrow what others don't. Come on, baby. Come on. You can't avoid pain, but you can choose a pain with purpose. It's either risk now and regret later. Risk now or regret later. I mean, come on. We want to risk now. We don't want to regret later. Risk weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. We don't want to be regretting. No. We don't want to regret. No regrets. No regrets. We want to go for it. Guys, again, this is the only place you and I got to live right here. We only get this one life. It's not a dress rehearsal. We don't get a do-over. This is it. Why would we not be going for it? Why would we not be shooting for the stars? Why would we not be? I mean, come on, let's get real here, guys. Let's shoot for the life we want. I mean, let's go for it. See, life does not give you and I what we want. Life gives you and I what we're willing to fight for. You got to be fighting for it. That's why I always say, do you a vision board. Print off pictures of the car and the house and the boat and the plane and the vacation and the second home and the jewelry and the church and the kids. Print off a picture of all that stuff that you want your life to look like and make you a little collage in your house somewhere. And every day look at that, because now my mind will help me start getting there. The law of attraction will help me start getting there. Write your goals down. Have 5 to 10 goals. Out of debt should be the top of all of our list. Debt-free should be at the top of everybody's list. Starting a business should be on there. Losing the weight should be on there. If you're into real estate, how many rental properties you want should be on there. How much money do you want to net out of your business every month should be on there. I mean, come on, starting that business. Let's get something going. Let's have a vision board and goals. Let's have direction in our life. And if we got direction and if we're getting up every day with purpose and passion, watch what we can do. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you got greatness inside you. You got untapped potential inside you. You just got to start getting your thinking right. Get rid of that stinking thinking. Get rid of that stinking thinking. Let's go for it, baby. I mean, let's start making things happen in our life. Let's start understanding we can do it. Do you realize your environment is either working for you or against you? Your environment is either working for you or against you. If your environment, if you're putting good stuff in your brain, if you're reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, if you're watching a personal growth giant every day and you're putting good stuff in your brain, your brain, I'm telling you right now, you're getting somewhere. You're getting somewhere. And if you're running with winners, I'm telling you, that environment of putting good stuff in our brain, feeding our brain good food, and running with winners, if we will do that, I'm telling you right now, watch what you can accomplish. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to, baby. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. But if you're running with a bunch of negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybabies, and you're putting mush in your head all the time, you were just watching that time-wasting electronic income reducer all the time. Some people call it a TV. I'm telling you, if you're dead, if you're death scrolling on the internet all the time, just watching junk, my gosh, come on, guys. Let's get our environment where it's working for us, because if your environment is working for you, then what's going to happen is the paradigm in your brain is going to start telling you can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can do it. If I'm putting good stuff in my mind and running with winners, that paradigm will shift and it'll start telling me that I can do it, telling you that you can do it. But if I'm putting mush in my brain, if I'm putting negativity in my brain and I'm running with losers, my brain is going to tell me, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't. Guys, that's why it's so important that our environment is working for us. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. We can accomplish anything we set our mind to, baby. I'm telling you right now, let's do it, huh? Isn't it time? And you go, well, Presley, I'm already pretty successful. You know what? Good is the enemy of great. Does everybody understand that? I said this earlier, but I had a guy tell me, Presley, I do pretty good. I fly first class. And I said, great. Let's take it up a notch. Let's buy you a plane. Then you'll know what first class is. Come on. Wherever you are, let's level up. Let's level up. And, I get this all the time. People will come to me and they'll go, Presley, you're just not supposed to make money. You can't love the Lord and make money. You can't love the Lord and be rich. You can't. And I'm going, where do you get that? Because the Bible doesn't say money's evil. It says the love of money's the root of all evil. If you got your priorities right and it's good, Lord, family, health, money, I think money's fine. I think you can make all you want. The parable of the talents, I believe, teaches us to do the best we can with what we have. And think about this, when people say you just can't have money and love the Lord, think this one through. King David, the Bible says, was a man after God's own heart. Yeah, he was a shepherd boy, but he became king, and King David was wealthy, but he was a man after God's own heart. Let's see, Job. Job went through trials and tribulations, but if you keep reading that story, do you realize Job was a wealthy man? Do you realize King Solomon, scholars believe King Solomon was the richest man to ever walk the face of the earth. Do you realize King Solomon loved the Lord and wrote books in the Bible? I mean, come on, guys. Understand, we can all make money. I mean, keep your priorities right. Good Lord, family, health, money. But I learned the best way to help the poor. The best way to help the poor? Not be one of them. We don't want to be one of the poor. We can't help them. We can't help them, huh? Come on. All right, let's finish this up here. I'm going over, by the way, if you're just joining us, choose your hard, but choose wisely. I've started my book, and it's the chapters. I got 10 chapters so far that I want to have in my book, and I put a few notes under them. And, chapter 10 is choose wisely, build a life you won't want to escape. I get people all the time, they say, Presley, why do you still do all this stuff? Well, guys, I enjoy what I do. I don't have to work. I got residual income coming in. I don't have to work. But what am I going to do? I like playing golf, but I don't want to play golf every day, all day. I like going to the beach, but I don't want to lay on the beach all the time. I mean, I like doing fun stuff, but I got to feel like I'm contributing. I just got a fire inside that I want to keep going. I've got things I still want to accomplish. And I think retirement gets what people think of retirement is somebody that works in a factory and they hate their job and they just can't wait to get out of there. Okay, I get that, but I enjoy what I do. So I don't ever see myself retiring. I don't ever see myself stopping doing what I do because I love it. Now, do I like to golf? Sure, I'm going to golf. Do I like to go to the beach? Sure, I go to the beach, but I love what I do. So I'm going to keep doing what I do. I don't see myself retiring. Build a life aligned with your values. Oh my gosh, my values are good Lord first, family second, health third, money fourth. And I feel like I exemplify that on here. I think you guys know where I stand on just about everything. I build my business on values, my networking business, it's built on values. My real estate business is built on values. The car dealership was built on values. The printed circuit board companies built on values. All that stuff, guys. Come on. Be intentional with your habits, goals, and decisions. Guys, I'll say it again. Nobody accidentally wins in life. You're not going to accidentally win. That's why I'm so passionate about do a vision board and write your goals down so you got direction. I mean, if you're just out there letting the wind blow you around and one day turns into the next and the next day turns into a week and then the next week turns into a month and the next month turns into a year and all of a sudden you're a year older and you're not a step closer to your goals, that's not good. That's why people that have written goals make 10x of what everybody else makes, 10 times what everybody else makes. People with written goals on average make 10 times what everybody else makes, because if you've got a vision board and goals and you're going for it every day, watch how much you accomplish. If you're just out there letting the wind blow you around, I mean, you're not going to get anywhere, baby. I'm telling you. If you aim at nothing, you'll hit nothing every time. Let's get real. If you aim at nothing, you're going to hit nothing every time. I'm telling us we need to be shooting for the stars, baby. Only life we got. We need to be going for it. Huh? The hard you choose today becomes the freedom you enjoy tomorrow. The hard you choose today becomes the freedom you enjoy tomorrow. Yeah, I'll say it again, man. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. You know, getting wealthy's hard. Sure is. Getting wealthy's hard. Real hard. You're going to have to work hard. Yeah, you're going to have to work hard. Sure are. Getting wealthy's hard. But quit acting like being broke's easy. Being broke ain't easy. I spent 40 years of my life broke. I was facing bankruptcy and foreclosure when I made the decision to change my life. And I mean, I truly made a decision and I went all in on it. I'm telling you, you know what? Being wealthy's hard, but being broke, to get wealthy's hard, but being broke's harder. I'm telling you, I've tried them both. You know, trying to lay in bed at night and figure out finances and how am I going to pay the mortgage and how am I going to make the car payment and how am I going to keep the cell phones going, and oh my gosh, my kids need a new baseball bat and bats are $300 nowadays, and oh my gosh, my daughter needs a new dress for the recital and it's $200, and oh, my wife needs this or my husband needs that, and yada yada yada. And I mean, guys, being broke is hard. So if getting wealthy is hard and being broke is hard, choose your hard, but choose wisely. See, that's where I got the idea for my book. Choose your hard, but choose wisely, guys. Health. Being healthy is hard. Sure is. It's hard. Got to eat right. Got to lose weight. Got to exercise. Got to do all that stuff. Yep, it's hard to be healthy. Sure is. Hard. But quit acting like being unhealthy is not hard. Being unhealthy is hard too. It's harder than snot. I'm telling you. Think about it. Being overweight and out of shape and obese and not liking the way you feel and not liking the way you look and not liking the way the clothes fit and worrying about high blood pressure and worrying about high cholesterol and worrying about all this stuff. I'm telling you, health is payday someday. You may think you're getting by with it for a while, but I tell you what, it'll catch up with you. Come on. So if getting healthy is hard and being unhealthy is hard, then choose your hard, but choose wisely. Marriage is hard. Divorce is hard. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. Communication, relationships, personal growth, spiritual life. I can just go down the list. Everything's hard. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. And that's where my book came from, was that. Choose your hard. All right, I'm going to recap it one last time, and then we'll move on to something else. All right, y'all ready? Number one, the illusion of easy. Why everything worth having is hard. You got to get out of your comfort zone, boys and girls. I'm telling you right now. It's going to take effort. Chapter 2, hard now or hard later, the cost of procrastination. You know what procrastination cost is? It's the life you could have lived. So many people I know, they're always going to get around to it. So many people, they tell me someday I'll. No, baby, start doing it today. Make that decision today. Like, make the decision to join our university today. I mean, come on, baby, do something different. Join our university. If you're wanting to change your life, join our university. We've got courses in there. We've got experts coming and talking to us on Zooms in there. We've got 600 plus winners in there. Join our university, residualearnersuniversity.com. Just go in there and join it. Try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay, but go in there and try it. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Give us a try, guys. I'm telling you. And by the way, anybody that signs up today, I will give you my book, Be, Do, and Have More, for free. All right, that fair enough? All right, here we go. Chapter 1, the illusion of easy, why everything worth having is hard. Chapter 2, work hard now are hard later, the cost of procrastination. Number 3, discipline is hard, regret is harder, baby. And I'm telling you, that is spot on. Number 4, comfort is a cage. How safety sabotages success. See, nothing worth having's in your comfort zone, guys. But understand this, you take a little step outside your comfort zone, it grows. You take another little step outside your comfort zone, it grows. Just keep taking little steps outside your comfort zone and it'll keep growing. And eventually you'll have a big old comfort zone. But starting off, you just got to take a little step and watch that thing grow. Chapter 5, fear is hard. Courage is also hard. Yep. You know, courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is being scared and doing it anyway. Come on. Chapter 6. Failure is hard. Never trying is harder. You know, when you get out there and you start a business, you're risking something. Sure. You're risking probably a little time, a little money. I mean, you're risking something. But I tell you what, if you don't try, never trying is hard. I mean, looking back on your life going, man, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or I should have tried this, or I should have done that, or I should have started this business, or I should have started that business, or I should have done something. Guys, I'm telling you what, that's hard. You know, take a little risk right now because you don't want to get to the end and have regret. Failure is hard. Never trying is harder. Chapter 7, success requires sacrifice. Choose what you'll surrender. You know, I always tell people, work your 9 to 5, work that job to pay the bills while you're working on a business on the side to make your fortune. You with me? Work your 9 to 5, work your job to pay the bills while you're working on the side to make your fortune. I call it your 5 to 9 business. Get something going where you work 5 to 9 in the morning on your business and 5 to 9 at night on your business. And that way you're working on your business while you're keeping the bills paid by working at JOB. Huh? Come on, baby. Come on. We can do this. You got to choose what you'll surrender. Chapter 8, relationships are hard. Isolation is harder. I'm telling you what, if you got your life right with the Lord and if you got your life right with your family, I'm telling you what, you are way down the road, baby. I'm telling you. And that's the only way to be happy. If we don't have our life right with the Lord, we know eternity's too long to be wrong. So we got to get our life right with the Lord. We know we need to have our life right with the family. Just do it. And you go, well, I didn't start it. They did. Okay, so what? Be the bigger person and go straighten it out. I mean, come on. Chapter 9, health takes work, sickness takes over. It's payday someday on the health. You know, a lot of times I get people tell me, well, you know, Presley, I made it so far. I hadn't done no exercising and I ate what I want, but, you know, I'm doing okay. I'll say this, chances are it's payday someday. So let's get our health right. You know, without health, we got nothing. I'm telling you what, you lose your health, you ain't got anything. You don't care how much money is in your bank account if you ain't got your health. I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. There are billionaires that would trade places with you right now. And you say, why would a billionaire trade places with me? Because they're laying in some bed with some disease and you got your health. They would trade every penny they got for your health. That's why I keep telling people, get healthy. Come on, eat right, exercise, lose that weight. Let's do it, guys. Come on. Chapter 10, choose wisely. Building a life you won't want to escape. Building a life you won't want to escape. I tell you what, you get something going and you start making some money and you start living the life you want to live. I'm telling you, you're going to find that life can be pretty fun. You know, I tried life without money and I've tried life with money, and it's a whole lot easier with money. Now, I'll say this, does money fix everything? Nope, sure doesn't. Doesn't fix everything. But it fixes a lot of things. You know, Zig Ziglar, I used to go to church with Zig. I was blessed to get to be in his Sunday school class and listen to him talk a lot. And Zig would always say, money ain't the most important thing, but it's up there real close to oxygen. I'm telling you guys, we can do this, huh? We can do it. Man, good morning, everybody. We have got, 114,000 likes. Let's hit 125,000. Can we do that? Would y'all tap on that? Man, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a minute before 9 o'clock here in Texas. We're on Central Time. By the way, we got almost 300 people on here. Would y'all tap on that screen? Tap on that screen. And also, if you would, hit the follow button. the follows really help our algorithms. The more followers you get, the better your algorithms are. So if you're getting something out of hearing me talk, just tap on that follow button up at the top, if you would, please. I said this before, but, I see where every once in a while somebody will keep asking about network marketing. I do not pitch anything on my lives. If you want to direct message me and ask about how I make money in network marketing, feel free to do that, but just direct message me. I'm not going to pitch anything on here. What else? Join us on our lives. My gosh, we do our lives every morning, guys. Jump on here with us. I mean, run with us winners. I'm a winner. Run with me. I'm happy to help you. Man, Karen. Yes, Karen. I love it. So jump on our lives. Go check our podcast channel out, Residual Earners University. Our podcast channel, Residual Earners. Just go to YouTube and type in Residual Earners, and it'll pull our podcast channel up. And then we got our university. If you're not part of our university, you're missing out. It is big time. And understand, it's not some little course you take. We spent months putting it together, and it's a blueprint for success. And we've got courses in there. We've got experts that come in and talk to you. We've got 600 plus winners in there that you can talk to and collaborate with and partner up with. And I'm telling you, it's exceeded all my expectations. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com and join us there. And like I said, anybody that wants to join today, I'll send you my book, Be, Do, and Have More. I'll send that to you for free. So anyway, residualearnersuniversity.com. Join us there. I have gone over my 5-step success starter kit. I've gone over Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. That's my book I'm working on. I've got 10 chapters outlined, and I'm working on each of those right now. Anyway, for those that don't know me, I'm Presley Swagerty, Presley, Swagerty, Swagerty. I tell people my mom did not love Elvis that much. That was actually my grandmother's maiden name. So somewhere down the line, I might be kin to Elvis. And then Swagerty is the family name. And Swagerty, my gosh, I tell people I had swag before swag was popular. But anyway, I grew up in the ghettos of South Dallas. Literally the ghettos. I became a coach. I coached for 16 years. Got nowhere in life coaching. In high school, you just don't make much money. Coaches don't make much money. And I was struggling financially. My old high school coach brought me a network marketing business. I jumped in that and I ran with it, and it exploded. And I have literally been the number one earner with that company for 22 years, made 40 some odd $1 million. And it's just a blessing beyond measure. And I always tell people, I don't pitch that on here just because I don't want to. But if you want to direct message me, I can tell you, how I've done it, and give you information. But I've actually written a book on, Andrew just joined us in our university. Andrew Langford. Welcome, Andrew, to the university. I'll get you an email, and it'll have a link to the free book. Anyway, I wrote Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. I know I don't look it, but I'm actually one of the top network marketers in the entire world. I've made 40 some odd $1 million doing it. And I wrote a book on how to do it right there. And then I also wrote this book, Be, Do, and Have More. You got to be before you can do, and do before you can have. And if you will follow the steps in the book here, I'm telling you, it'll help you in life. And also, like I said, anybody that signs up in our university, just like Andrew just did, I'll send you a copy of my book. So go to residualearnersuniversity.com and sign up there, and I'll get you a free copy of the book. All right. Here we are. Let's talk about goal setting. I saw where somebody was asking about goal setting. Let me hit goal setting for you real quick. By the way, goal setting is in both of my books, but I have a whole chapter in Be, Do, and Have More. Whole chapter on goal setting in my book. So anyway, I'm going to give you 7 rules for goal setting. So if you've got something to write on, jot these down, because y'all hear me talk all the time about do a vision board and write your goals down. Have direction in your life. Well, I'm going to go over how to do goals, okay? So here's 7 rules for goal setting. Rule number 1, have big goals. Big goals. We got to have big goals that motivate us, big goals that excite us, big goals that get us out of bed in the morning, big goals that are game changers for us. If we just got little bitty goals, we're not going to stay focused on them. I'm telling you, we've got to have big goals that get us out of bed. I'm telling you. So number one, big goals. Number two, I need specific, measurable goals. I need specific, measurable goals. In other words, I got to put numbers on things. I didn't just say I wanted to lose weight. I said I want to lose 30 pounds. 30. Okay. When I step on the scales, if I've lost 17, what? I know I got 13 more to go. I can monitor it. I don't just say I want rent houses. I say I want 5 rent houses. I can track it. Do I have 5 or not? I don't just say I want to make more money. I say I want to get my business where it nets me $20,000 a month. Okay, then I got to put a number on there. I mean, 20,000. So now as I'm looking at my financials every month, I look to see if I've reached netting $20,000 from my business. You get the point. I want numbers on stuff so I can monitor it, so I can track it, so I can make sure I'm getting there. So number one, I got big goals. Number two, I got specific measurable goals. Number three, time-bound goals. I want time-bound goals. In other words, I want to put a deadline on each of my goals. And by the way, I should have said this with number one, but you only want 5 to 10 goals, guys. We don't want 79 goals. We don't want 37 goals. We just want 5 to 10 because I got to be able to focus on them. I can't focus if I got more than 10 goals. So 5 to 10 goals, that's it. And then I put dates on each of them when I want to get them accomplished because every goal is going to be different. So every date will be different. Some dates, some goals you might be able to do in 3 weeks. Some goals it may take you 2 months. Some goals it may take you 6 months. Some goals it may take you get the point, but it's an educated guess because I don't know, but I put a date that pushes me because I want to get my goals accomplished. So I put a date on them. So number 3 is have time-bound goals. Number four, get this. Number 4, I want to write out a plan. I'm going to have a plan for each of my 5 to 10 goals. Like when I wanted to lose weight, I gave up dessert. I gave up bread. I didn't eat another bite after dinner at night, and I got to the gym. I gave up dessert, gave up bread, didn't eat another bite after dinner, cut back on my carbs, and I got to the gym every day. I had a plan on what I needed to do to lose the weight. You got to have a plan. So number 4 is write out a plan for every goal. If I'm getting out of debt-free is a goal. Okay, great. Then list all your debts. Do the debt snowball method. List all your debts, smallest to largest. Focus on that smallest debt. Make minimum payments on everything else. And every penny I can scrape up, I'm paying on that smallest debt. I'm doing side hustles. I'm doing, yes, I got a microphone, Danton. Is that not, did y'all notice? Microphone? But anyway, I focus on that smallest one. I work overtime. I do side hustles. I do Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. I do TikTok shop. I do network marketing. I have a garage sale. I do anything I can to put that money towards that smallest debt. And a few weeks go by and I pay the smallest one off. Well, what do you do next? You start focusing on that second smallest one. Take what you were paying on the smallest one plus the minimum you were making on the second smallest one, and every penny I'm focused on that second smallest one, making minimum payments on everything else. And I keep focusing on that second smallest one. Again, working overtime, doing side hustles, doing Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, doing network marketing, doing TikTok shop, selling junk I don't use anymore. And I finally pay that second one off. What do? I go focusing on the third one, making minimum on everything else. And you get the point, guys. I got to have a plan for each of my goals. I can't just say I want to do something. I got to know what I got to do to make it a reality. So number 1, I got big goals. Number 2, I got specific measurable goals. Number 3, I got time-bound goals. I put a deadline on them. Number 4, I have a plan for each of my goals. What do I need to do to make that goal a reality? Number 5, I write all this stuff out. I write it all out. Write all the stuff out. Write it out. Now, I'm going to put my goals next to my vision board. And every day, I'm going to look at my vision board and I'm going to read my goals. I do it twice a day. I look at my vision board and read my goals in the morning. I look at my vision board and read my goals at night. I do it 2 times a day. I want to keep it fresh on my mind so I can focus on getting it accomplished. Y'all with me? So Write out every goal. So I write the goal, the deadline, and the plan. Next one, goal, deadline, plan. Next one, goal, deadline, plan. Next one, goal, deadline, plan. And every day I read through those goals and I know what I'm trying to accomplish. All right. So number six, I'm going to do something every day to reach my goals. So 1 is a big goals. 2 is specific measurable goals. 3 is time-bound goals. 4 is I got a plan for each goal. 5, I write it all out and put it next to my vision board. And 6, every day I'm doing something to reach my goals. I call mine the rule of 5. Every day I try to do 5 things towards my goals. 5 things to help me reach my goals. 5 things. And guys, most days it's little things. I wish we could do big things all the time, but you can't. But every day I try to do 5 things, even if it's little bitty things, I try to do 5 things to help me get to my goals. All right, you with me? So 5 things every day. So every day do something to reach your goals. Again, I call mine the rule of 5. I look at it like this. Like if I had a big tree outside my office here and I want to cut that sucker down. Let's say it's too close to the house and it's messing with my foundation and I decide I want to cut that tree down. Let's pretend I don't have a chainsaw and all I got is an axe and a pair of gloves. So I walk out there today before I leave and I put on my gloves, pick up the axe, and I take 5 swings. 5 swings. I take 5 swings. That's it. I don't sweat. I don't do a whole lot of damage to the tree, but I took 5 swings. The next day, I go out there, I put on the gloves, pick up the axe, and take 5 swings. Again, don't sweat. Don't do a whole lot of damage to the tree, but I took 5 swings. The next day, 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 5 swings. I don't know when, but one day I'm going to walk out there, put on the gloves, pick up the axe, and I'm going to start swinging that axe, and I'm going to hear popping and cracking, and I am going to get my butt out of the way because that big old tree is going to fall down. Just taking 5 swings a day, it will eventually fall down. Well, that's why I try to do 5 things, even if it's little bitty things like taking just 5 swings. Even if it's little bitty things, I try to do 5 things every day to reach my goals, to make my goals a reality. And if you keep inching towards them, you'll get there. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. How do you reach big goals? 1 day, 1 step, 1 activity, 1 event, 1 thing at a time. I just keep inching my way towards those goals, and they'll eventually become a reality. And then number 7 is never quit. Never. Quitters don't win and winners don't quit. Let me say that again. Quitters don't win and winners don't quit. We never quit. We just keep going. Because if we keep going, we will eventually get where we want to go, guys. I'm telling you. And you're going to get discouraged sometimes, and you're going to feel like you're not making much progress sometimes, and yada, yada, yada. But I'm telling you what, don't quit. Just keep going. Again, how do you eat an elephant? You eat it 1 bite at a time. How do you reach big goals? 1 day, 1 step, 1 event, 1 action, 1 thing at a time. I just keep working my way till I get there. So 7 rules for goal setting. Big goals that motivate me. Big goals that get me out of bed. 2, I get specific measurable goals. I put numbers on them where I can know how I'm doing. How much weight do I want to lose? How much money do I want to make? I mean, it's going to be one of those. Number 3 is I've got time-bound goals. I put a deadline on them. Number 4, I have a plan for each of my goals. What do I need to do to make them a reality? Number 5, I write it all out. Goal, deadline, plan. Next one, goal, deadline, plan. Once I've written them all out, I put that next to my vision board, and every day I look at my vision board and read my goals. Number 6, I do 5 things a day towards my goals. 5 things, even if they're little bitty things, just 5 things towards each of my goals. Number 7, I never quit. Never quit. I ain't quitting. Quitters don't win and winners don't quit, baby. So come on. All right. Again, I see where a couple of you are asking about network marketing. I don't pitch anything on my lives. Direct message me. Just say, Presley, how did you make all that money in network marketing? And I'll answer you offline. You guys that have not joined our university, join our university, guys. If you're wanting to change your life, I'm telling you, it's the real deal. It is the real deal. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com. And all I ever say is just try it out. If you don't like it, you're not locked into anything. Just try us out. Man, thanks for the gifts. Pastor, good morning. Just give it a shot. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. We've got courses in there you can take. We've got video libraries in there. We've got experts we have on each week teaching us about real estate and insurance and wealth management and social media and all that sort of stuff. And then we've got the connections that are unbelievable. We've got 600 plus winners in there. We only been doing this 3 months, guys. Our university's rocking. So come join us in the university, ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. And by the way, anybody that joins us today, if you do this today, then I'll send you my book, Be Do and Have More. I'll send it to you for free, the audio version. Well, all right, guys. I think I've covered everything I can cover. I've been going for over 2.5 hours, and I've got a meeting coming up here, so I've got to get off here. But I'll be back in the morning again. If you want to hear about network marketing, direct message me. And if you haven't joined our university, do it now, ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. I appreciate all you guys. God bless you guys, and we'll see you again in the morning, guys. I will be back. And you guys on YouTube, I greatly appreciate y'all. I'm excited that y'all are here. We have rocked TikTok, and now I'm wanting to rock YouTube. So I appreciate you guys coming on and doing this and being active and putting the comments in there and all that sort of stuff. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to us, do that. Check us out. Check our podcast channel out on YouTube, Residual Earners. Go check that out. And same for you guys. If you haven't joined our university, join us. I guarantee you'll get something out of it. I really do. It's amazing. It's actually exceeded my expectations beyond measure. It's the most positive thing I've ever seen. I have not had to reprimand anybody for being negative. I haven't had to get rid of anybody. It is, and we've been doing it for 3 months, and we got over 600 people in there. It's kind of crazy that nothing. I mean, it's as positive as it gets. So, anyway, I'm going to run, guys. But again, if you haven't joined us in our university, do that now. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. All right, we will talk later, guys.